Welcome to Mimics and Mockery. We don't have a nailed down intro yet, but I am Baylor Nash, Buke Officer, and to my lovely, right on the screen, we have,
I'm Jade Schaub.
to my left,
Corey Johnson.
and we're going to be playing some D&D and inviting you guys into a very cozy version of D&D. Typically, this is a Tuesday where we drink tea and play D&D, so if you want to do that, you can. We have water today because we're boring. Hey, never mind, that one has tea. Two of us are very boring. But
Get some tea later.
get some tea later.
Just a little
During
bit.
the break.
Just a little bit.
Little bit. But before we get to character intros, this is session 1. I do have to introduce the world. So, let me go ahead and do that. As we take a deep dive into the world of imagination, we see a single glowing city in the dark light of 2 moons. Narsolante, this world's first city to never sleep. Its name in the Elven tongue reflects this, translating to the fall of the sun and the moon. This is the world's first attempt at total peace between the worlds and races after centuries of war and the Great Halt. A city built so diurnal, or daytime people, races can roam the night unguided, and nocturnal can roam the day unburdened. Collaborations between the high and previously known monstrous races created the world's tallest towers, made of mithril from a mithril tree that is now very rare and endangered, as well as creating some bioluminescent and oil-burning lanterns to keep the city lit at night, along with a whole bunch of cultural staples such as sunglasses for the nocturnal people, or watches and clocks so people can keep time, and a new invention called photography. Numerous magical and mechanical technologies just short of firearms include elevators, personal transportation such as bikes, or even magic carpets if you can afford such a thing. There's also the luxury of plumbing, so we won't have to be dealing with anyone throwing poop out the window.
What a lovely sentiment.
What a lovely city. In this city, however, behind the bastion of peace seeds a seed of chaos. Crime families play in the firelight, committing illegal acts such as murder, drug smuggling, money laundering, forgery, bribery, to name a few. A young crime family, the Adders, looks to establish itself amongst the mithril spires of Narsolante. Though somewhat green, the matron of the family, Porcelain Adder, is extremely dangerous and calculating. Her son has become a new capo under her guidance, and her son, Enigma Adder, takes on the personality of her mother, being extremely dangerous and calculating. However, he has gained the reputation of knowing a lot more than he should. My phone decided to go to sleep. Where was I?
Oh boy.
It's fine. It's session 1. Knowing a lot more than he should. He's also been known to be a high risk taker, which amongst the other capos is highly frowned upon, and he looks to make a staple for how he is as he looks to inherit the family later in the future. His current risk take are 2 young upstarts he actually found on the streets that come from an orphanage. He's currently tasked them to go and get coin or equivalent of about 3,000 gold from a Mr. Plumbelt. We meet our new player characters, scaling a mithril tower to the 39th floor, where Mr. Plumbelt's apartment is. And here we meet our newfound characters. And Jade, if you'd like to introduce our audience to your character.
Well, absolutely. So I'll be playing Sable Knox, who is a 22-year-old solid black tabaxi. She typically wears dark, nearly black, purple, floor-length cloak with a slit in the back for her very fluffy tail. She typically wears her hood up, leaving her fluffy face and collar in shadow, with only her piercing blue eyes kind of contrasting through. And she wears a very tight bodice where, if you're paying close attention, you can see a couple of daggers kind of hidden down, strapped to her thigh. But other than that, she's just a very feminine, kind of flirtatious little kitty cat.
I will be playing Maximo. He just goes by Max. He is a half elf, around 24. He bit of a bum in the sense, very long, pretty much to his shoulders, kind of hair, and a very messy kind of man bun, long streak of a scar going down the side of his face that he got when he was very young. He's not even sure where he got it himself. Very sharp green eyes, wearing a very raggedy shirt, very raggedy kind of like his trying to be the bum. Very raggedy shirt with like a little bit of like makeshift kind of vest, sleeves, and ragged pants and shoes. He carries with him essentially a messenger bag with just what he believes is, what you probably just assume is just books of varying assortments, and wielding in his hands is a makeshift great club, which he had fashioned himself from a table leg, kind of whittled it into a preferred shape for breaking them knees.
Let's go. I'm ready.
And he will be talking like this.
We'll be talking like that.
He'll be talking like this.
Very gruff.
Well,
Little gruff to himself.
let's test our luck, and I want both of you to go ahead and roll me perception checks.
First rolls of the stream.
As you proceed to go to the 39th floor and reach the level on which Mr. Plumbelt's apartment is.
Well, starting off as a great. We're starting a great.
I got 19.
19.
19.
I got 6.
6. Very, very astute. And very, you're obviously
Very
paying
aware.
attention.
I swear I have proficiency. I just rolled a 3.
Alright. Well, Max,
Mhm.
what you immediately notice as you open the door to the 39th floor and look immediately down the hallway to your right.
This is from an elevator. Or you said
Or it's stairs.
it was stairs.
It was stairs. You immediately look to your right, and you can immediately see what looks like, or you can both see what looks like a basket that is hit the floor. It's got a shattered bottle in it and red liquid flowing out from not only beneath the basket, but out the open door. And you can also see little red footprints running towards where you were, and actually towards the lip that's a little bit past you.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
You can immediately see that at the very end of the hallway is a window that is shattered open, and the door is fully open.
From the
39th floor.
39th floor, there's a jumper, or someone got thrown out.
Damn. I'm gonna dip my finger in and kind of like give it a little whip.
How far is this?
So this is about maybe 25 feet down the hallway. The shattered window is another 15 feet from that.
Okay. I'm going to cautiously move down the hallway towards the scene.
Yeah.
I'm readying if someone jumps around the corner.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just trying to discern if this is blood or hopefully wine. I would like it to be wine.
I'm hoping it's wine.
If you're being careful,
I'm being careful, because I'm
roll me a stealth check.
Okay. I was saying more cautious, but that's fine too. Stealth, we have a very lovely 17.
Very lovely 17.
17.
Okay. As you're approaching with the 19 perception that you had before, and you're approaching down the hallway, you can see that the footprints run toward the lift. There are no footprints that you can immediately see going toward the window.
Okay.
And you can also see that there is a note that was actually tied to the bottle, and it is just soaked red.
It's soaked red.
It's soaked red.
It's like we can't see what was written on
I'll
it.
I'll take off. I'll pick it up.
Pick it up.
Try to shake it off.
Pick it up. Shake it off.
If I can, like.
What kind of bottle was it?
Looks like a wine bottle.
Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna give it a little sniff. Give it a little. Is it wine?
It's wine. Yeah, you can smell alcohol, and it's wine.
I know that smell.
You know that smell. You pick up the note, and as you pick up the note, you can see that the letters at the very bottom of the note are very visibly water damaged from the wine that is soaked up, and you can't read exactly all of it, but it does say, "Thank you for supplying." Can't read that part, and you fill and this basically we can says, "Thank you for supplying something." And then it's for a party, and
It's
then
for
you
a
just
party.
for a party, and then you
Okay.
get before the name gets off, you get VAN. So whoever's name this is starts with Van.
Okay. Let me get that down.
Okay, so we have a
We have a note. We have a thank you note.
Mhm.
Thank you for
Note.
supplying
Yes.
to a V.
Yes. And as you're picking this up and you're studying the wine and figure out the wine,
I'm gonna pocket it.
you can see in the open door where the wine is sitting in front of, as you kind of look in the very low light that is coming from the oil lanterns in the hallway, you can see what looks like the ridges of two ridges of someone's boots facing toward you. Someone is
Like someone got knocked out or something. Someone's on the ground.
someone's on the ground. You can
Someone's-
also see that there is a very visible large pool of blood underneath him.
I.
all right, Maxie. I'm
Oh, okay.
gonna go check on him, but it looks like
You don't immediately see that. You're too
Oh.
focused on the wine.
I don't
I-
see nothing.
Okay.
Never mind.
I was gonna.
I'm gonna go.
I
see the footprints.
I'm being quiet. I'm gonna just simply like as I'm standing and I pocketed the note. I'm just gonna like tap you like on the shoulder
What?
quietly, like stick up, and I'm gonna pull it and I point to the body down the hall, and then I point to myself, and then I point to the window, and I'm gesturing you to you check the body. I'll check the window.
I'm gonna check the body.
You're gonna go check the body, and you're gonna go check.
I'm
the
gonna
window.
I'm gonna cautiously go check the window.
I'm gonna also like. It looks like somebody fled. So if this isn't who we're looking for, we might want to follow. Well, even if it is who we're looking for,
Did
might
we
wanna
get
follow
a
them.
description of?
Yeah, did we get a description of this guy?
No, because you guys haven't fully stepped into the room yet.
No,
I meant
no,
of our
of
target.
who we're looking for.
You just know you're looking for Mr. Plumbelt.
Mr.
Looking
Plum.
for-
And
Mr.
this is his apartment.
This is
Okay.
his part.
Okay.
All
You
right.
guys,
I'm gonna move towards the window.
But we
Towards
should
the
probably,
window.
once we're like done here, we might want to like pursue whoever.
Yeah, I
ran
know.
that
I'm
way.
trying to make sure we're not tracking anything and there's not someone still here.
Well, yeah.
Okay,
Give
check,
me-
I'm gonna
check the body.
You don't need to yell at me.
Yelling. I'm just like we don't know what's going on.
so
Okay.
as you're approaching the window and going to investigate that, you do see that there are what looks like in the floor.
Mhm.
There are slight scratches, but you can't really discern whether or not it's just from wear and tear of people walking and everything. So like this is a very well used
Yeah.
floor. You don't see any like visible tracks going that direction. You going to investigate the body. As you approach, you start to see there is a very heavy, big boots. So you're like, oh, this must be a big guy, and then you just realize it's a very stout dwarf.
Okay.
He has about a dozen arrows shot into his chest,
Oh shit! That's a lot of arrows.
including a few that looks like arrows that were shot and stacked into each other, like the Robin Hood arrow within the arrow type thing into his
Alright,
Mark's-
chest.
really good shot.
Yeah,
And he wanted them
the
dead.
entire room is thrown into scatter and array. In the dim light, I need you to both roll me perception checks.
Well, you saw how good that went last time.
Well, I gotta do.
Ooh, that
I
is better
got,
though.
I gotta do the player thing and say I have dark vision.
Okay.
I have superior dark vision, so I got a dirty 20.
You said
Dirty
just,
20.
You said just perception.
Yes.
18.
A lot better than 6.
18.
18. As we'll start with Sable Knox up here. As you're going around looking at the body and like kind of not touching and like looking to kind of investigate, you start to hear something, as well as you, Max, as you're approaching down the hallway. You can hear echoes from down the hallway as you hear dozens. You don't have exactly a count, but you hear people that are running up the stairs.
Time to go.
You hear
That's
people-
what. Can I see anything out the window?
Out the window?
Yeah,
as you
the
kind
shattered
of like
window.
approach and like you hear it and just like quick glance. You just see a shattered window. You see all the way down to the street an expanse of like taller buildings, but most of the buildings around this building in particular are much shorter. And you do see a balcony, probably about 6 floors down.
A balcony.
A balcony 6 floors
Do
down.
I see a body on
You
that
don't
balcony?
see a body
Do I see
on
a
that.
body on the pavement
It's
39
too
down?
far. It's too far for you to immediately see it glancing
I
out
could
the
hear
window.
panic.
In this city, do we have anything that's like similar to like a driver's license or any form of like ID?
Do we have? We're also bums.
Well, not for us. I'm trying to see if I can identify.
Oh,
this
on
fucking
him.
body.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, I got a dwarf here that's
Papers.
dead.
Papers.
I don't think I'm gonna get anything.
Is there any other way out of here besides the way that he just came out?
There's the elevator.
There's the elevator.
There
That's the where the footsteps went.
Uh,
All right, I'm gonna.
we
pull my head.
have a possible elevator. 6 down. Go. Let's go.
All right, we're hopping in the elevator.
We're
We're going
running
down.
the elevator.
We are.
For the 6 floors down.
We're pursuing the. We're pursuing the.
We're pursuing any possible leads of the person who
You
got thrown out the
guys
window.
run.
I don't think
Back
anybody
the other
got thrown
direction.
out the window.
The window was smashed, and it didn't look like the body was taken from the wine puddle. So I'm
Right,
saying this
the
to you
bo-
like in the elevator. It's like,
Yeah, no.
this is about unless they fell 39 stories, and I know the elevator's closing. Unless they fell 39 stories and possibly had some spell to save their butt, I don't think that's gonna happen at the moment.
As the elevator is closing, you can see and make eye contact with someone who swings open the door to the stairs, makes eye contact as the elevator shuts,
just
and you just see a human guard just
Oh.
dead eye both of you,
just and we just look at him,
and you just
I just put your hand down. It's just,
it's closed, and you start just going down.
and I'm
We're
just
gonna have some company when we get down.
well, okay. Does the elevator have that thing where like it's tracking like what floor it's at?
It has like a little magical illumination dial that kind of goes
Okay.
down.
Then I want to, as soon as the elevator opens up for 6, I'm smacking other buttons. I'm smacking
the button.
other buttons down.
Okay, so while we're going down, this is my theory because it looks like there was some sort of scuffle. I'm gonna explain the body that I found. I found a really stout dwarvish man with like 1,000,000 arrows in his chest. It was a good marksman. Like whoever it was, they split the arrows.
But
Dead.
that was constant. That's a lot of arrows.
A lot of arrows. Like
Was there arrows in anything else?
I didn't look.
No.
No.
No. Okay, so that's good. Meaning that was there a trap? Did you see any signs of like someone like
I don't think so. Those
like a ripcord? Just
those arrows were way too accurate for it to have been a trap. If it was a trap, it would have been more like a spread. This was like precise.
okay then. But you said there was a lot of them.
There was a lot of them. Some of them were like split down the middle, like good marksmen. My theory is,
Somebody
and
wants-
also the footsteps in the wine. It ran towards the elevator. I think whoever it was maybe threw something out the window to try and like distract us. I don't think someone
Maybe
was throwing
something
it out
flew
the
out the
window.
window. It could, but what I'm also trying to see is if there's any amount of wine sitting on that balcony, then
Is there
we have an
wine
idea.
in the elevator?
Is there wine in the elevator?
Like, do we see little footprints?
Do we see
There's
any?
little tiny footprints.
Little tiny footprints.
Okay, I can see that.
We got a child murderer.
Okay, how push the other buttons, hold the elevator real quick, and let's see if we can see any sort of wine steps going out. Otherwise, we might be just going right down to the streets, and we might be locked out of
We
the
don't know
mall.
what floor they got down out on.
I know
We're going floor by floor.
No,
for
I'm
wine?
not. We're not going floor by floor. There is the only possible way that they could have gone down is if they made the jump 6 stories down. There is a balcony.
Oh, so we're checking out the balcony?
We're checking out 6 floors down.
Okay.
6 floors down, Sable.
Okay. I didn't know why we were going 6 floors. I was just
Okay, all right,
just
fair
pick a
enough.
random
I'm
button.
sorry.
Well, the
6
guards may be thinking we're going all the way down to the bottom.
That's why
That
I'm
might be
trying to
easier.
push other buttons.
Okay. I hear you. So we're gonna get out on 6th floor. We're gonna have to break into whatever apartment that balcony's in.
Just wave my stick. We never had a problem with that. Just come on.
Okay. I'll talk.
Today's not any different.
Okay, are we? Okay, wait, real quick before we knock on this door. Are we going like brute force, or are we trying to talk our way in?
Let's give the classic 1, 2, 3 hello, and then a kick
Heard. All right.
is the door.
We're gonna go and try and find. We're gonna go and try and find either there's apartment or if there's just like a.
I'm trying to find the same spot in the building, kind of where that balcony would be.
Make a intelligence check.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be keeping my ear out to hear where those guards are.
Not a perception check.
No.
Just general intelligence.
Just general intelligence.
8.
8. There are 2 doors that you're like, it's either this one or that one that the balcony's on. You don't know the layouts of these apartments, so it's one of those 2 that
I
has a
take one, you
balcony.
take the other.
Did I notice? And I also quickly look. Do I see any wine footprints?
You see no wine footprints down here.
Okay.
There is not a single wine footprint. You have the same amount of general traffic of wear and tear along the wood
Wait,
floors.
but why would the wine footprints be down here if the wine footprints didn't jump out the window?
I'm saying they might have came through this way. He might have jumped down 6 flights, or
No, but I'm saying the footprints didn't go to the window. The footprints didn't. Whoever stepped through that did not go through that window.
then who stepped through it? Where did they? It just went
They
down.
went. They went into the elevator.
Okay, but there might be something like the murder weapon or something like that might be there. We have to have something. Something got thrown out that window.
Okay.
Something.
So we're knocking on both doors.
Yes. Let's, I guess, push the buttons.
Pushing the buttons.
Let it go.
Overloading
And
it.
I guess we'll find a way down the stairs when we figure it out.
The Christmas tree.
The Christmas tree.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like a Christmas tree. Yeah. Anyway. Pick
Alright.
one.
I'll take the right. You take the left.
Okay. Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Do I hear anything?
Make a perception check. Both of you.
Okay, I'm not using that.
That is a natural 20.
Same.
You want to look at it? You want to look at it?
I don't know what to be freaked out more. The fact that you 2 rolled 2 natural 20s, or my perception check for both of them were 5. So they uncannily, you guys knock on the door. You proceed to knock all the way as a deadpan stare from Max is like, just stop knocking, and then both doors just open, and you have 2 drastically different people. You, Max, have a human, old, silvered-haired human man who's currently dressed in a very lavish purple silk robe all the way down, currently lighting and smoking a pipe, and he's just got these ridiculous-looking slippers on. They're just like little
I love them already.
they're little stuffed owlbears. He's like, what do you want? You have this sweet, little young child. Open the door, red hair, pigtails, and it's like, yes?
Which one are you doing first?
Who's going for? Who's going
They
first?
both open. So,
Well, I mean, we can't both have this conversation.
let's do old man since it's started.
I was like, yeah, sorry to disturb you. Me and my partner here, as I point, and you literally could see them right see Sable right there. Me and my partner here are currently trying to investigate any sort of a noise complaint that we had a few floors up, and we have reason to believe that one of the people might have thrown something out the window, and it might have landed on your balcony. I'm not sure about the layout of this building. I want to see if there's any possible thing that could lead to the incident that was happening upstairs. It might. We're reason to believe it. I'm not sure if you have a balcony.
I
in
do
your
have a
apartment.
balcony.
May I just you can follow me to it. Can I just briefly see what can I just briefly go look at your balcony?
Sure.
Thank you.
And I'm just gonna kneel on down and just, well, hi there, darling. How you doing today?
I was sleeping.
Oh, I'm so sorry to wake you. Is your mama home?
No.
Okay, that's perfectly
My
fine.
dad is.
Oh, Daddy's home? All right, fantastic. Well, quick question. Do you have a balcony in your home?
No.
Okay, well, that's all I needed to know. I'm so sorry to disturb you. Go ahead and go back to sleep, darling.
I think I still am.
Okay.
And just shuts it. You see the utter confusion of a black cat talking to her. Just like,
A large humanoid black cat.
yeah.
I think I don't know what I did. All right, well, I'm gonna, I guess.
You with him?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Continue to go through the
As
apartment.
he walks through the apartment, I'm giving like the most like
He is a clean freak.
okay.
Everything is like neatly cut, like tucked away and like folded super nicely.
Mm-hmm.
He has just like a little potted plant in the corner. He's like, the balcony's over that direction.
Thank you.
And as you like look over, it's just like it looked like he was literally just out on the balcony.
He was
Still
just out there.
It's still open. There's some breeze blowing in through the curtains. And he's like immediately goes over to grab like a broom.
Yeah, while Max goes out and investigates, I'm gonna, just in case there's something that this man probably does not want to see, I'm gonna just kind of sit there and chat with him and try and distract him a little bit.
I'm gonna look for any signs of anything out of the ordinary, like broken glass.
Broken glass.
Broken glass would signify that obviously it would shower down at least a little bit, depending on.
You do notice that there is actually a little pile of broken glass, but it looks like it's like all in a neat line.
It's all on the little line.
It's all in a neat little line.
Did you just sweep?
Yeah.
So the glass came down on you?
Yeah.
Did anything fall on your balcony, sir?
Nothing in particular besides the glass.
Okay. Did you see anything or possibly anybody?
I just heard a whole bunch of stuff hit my balcony. And
You just got showered on while you're hanging out here?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. You mind just give a general look in case you missed something? That's all.
He literally steps out, looks at the like little small balcony, and goes,
You never know.
"Just glass.
You never know.
Just glass."
I don't think I've ever seen you around town either. You ever frequent any of the establishments around here? I'm Sable, by the way. Pleasure.
He like hands you the handle of the broom, and goes, "It's nice to meet you too. My name's John."
Well, hi there, John. Lovely broom you have.
Gets the job done.
I'm looking for anything besides glass.
Nothing.
Even like around the side, like the balcony. I'll give another. I'll give another glance over also the edge as well.
Give me either a investigation or a perception check. Your choice there.
Okay. I love your robes there. They look so expansive. You must be very well off. What do you do for work?
19.
I'm an accountant.
19.
Oh, I love accountants. I'm not too good with money myself, but
I can tell.
okay.
19.
19?
19.
Okay.
For perception.
For perception.
Not investigation, perception.
Oh, man's an asshole.
Yes.
Oh man doesn't want some dirty hobos in his home.
Excuse you. I am a high-class lady. Thank you very much.
What are you wearing, high class lady?
You look over the
Beautiful
balcony
robes.
as you're like looking down around to see if there's anything.
Anything.
33 floors up, you can see the streets, and as well as like what looks like a bridge that goes over one of the streets and just kind of weaves its way between the buildings. The city built on top of itself,
Mm-hmm.
so you have numerous pathways depending on where you're at. but you just see normal city life. You don't really notice anything immediately as you're like looking around and everything. You do notice as you're like looking up and just like there's nothing here, you just like look out and across. You do notice that there is what looks like a humanoid about 3 buildings away. Just standing
30 buildings.
Three.
I was like, I have that elven eyes.
Elven eyes. You see about 3 buildings away. There looks to be he's so out of place. There's just a guy that's just standing on a rooftop. You look around. There's like not very many people on the rooftop.
But he's looking right here.
He's not looking right that direction.
Oh.
But it looks like he's like standing and looks like he's waiting. He's looking at like some sort of thing in his hand.
Do I know that building?
Do you know that building?
Not
immediately.
No.
What kind of individual is it?
What kind of individual?
Yeah.
Well, you're not
Is it
there.
like a small individual?
It's a very tall, lanky individual.
Okay.
Tall and lanky.
Don't recognize him.
Don't recognize them. There is no light shed upon them, even with dark light.
Barely making out anything.
You just have silhouette.
Okay.
Probably time to go.
Yeah.
My guess is because the elevator moves a little bit slower than the stairs, I think the guards are already down past us, so stairs are probably safe. We could probably start running down.
So, well, can't say that in front of the guy.
Well, no, I'm saying
I know.
it.
All right, I'm gonna turn around and be like, I'm so sorry for wasting your time. I apologize for any glass that might have fallen on you. I hope you are okay. You seem like you're all right. Sometimes things get scratched up when in wrong place, wrong time. But I didn't find anything any unusual. So that's good, at least for you. Thank you for your time. As walking past you.
As you walk past him, he just kind of goes, lock the door on your way out, and you just watch him as he goes over with the broom. No dustpan, just the broom, and then right off the balcony. Right.
Oh, just the glass right off the rest of the balcony. What an ass.
Dude's an asshole.
Good thing we got there before we got rid of the evidence. Jesus Christ, man.
All right.
Down
to go.
Well, if as we probably both move down to the staircase. So now that I think about it, they're probably in the lobby.
Yes, they probably are in the lobby.
So let's go to the second floor as I
Oh, go to the second floor and jump? Is that the plan?
find another way out.
All right, let's go. We're running down the stairs to the second floor, and we are jumping.
How many guards did we see before?
We only
You saw
Before we saw a little bit of them. We saw like a hand. We saw some of them.
what you could see immediately was you made eye contact with one definitely, and you know that you saw like 2 other pairs of shoulders.
There's
behind
at
them.
least three.
There might be more.
There's at least 3, and I don't feel like our first job should be. I don't feel like our first job should be in a bloodbath.
Yeah, or arrest.
Or what?
Arrest.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fine too.
Are you
been in prison.
using the stairs or the
Yeah,
elevator?
and I'd like to not
Stairs.
go back.
There's no way we're getting the elevator back up here in time, like without waiting a long time.
Oh yeah, we hit all those buttons. So
It's still going. We're on 33. It's probably like at 23 now.
So stairs it is.
Stairs it is.
Stairs to 2.
Stairs 2.
That's the
Or
plan.
are we trying to jump from?
Let's try 2.
Okay.
Let's see if one
Make
floor.
perception checks.
One floor, maybe to another building. Maybe we could get some sort of alley or something.
19.
19,
14.
14. As you guys walk into the stairs and start like walking down, you immediately kind of like, because you're paranoid about guards, you look down. You do see that there are people down at the very bottom, and there is also a set of guards that is up. It's like coming down in the process.
I'm still going.
There you go.
Trying to like maybe hug the outside so they
Hug
can't
the
see the
outside?
center.
And probably trying to like moving fast, but like maybe trying to like lightly so they don't.
I mean,
know
their
we're ahead of them.
footsteps are probably hiding ours. So
Possibly.
So make some. Are you walking carefully and stealthily, or
We're trying to go fast.
A brisk
brisk?
brisk is the key word, I'd say. Might as well be jumping floors. I mean, if we're running, if we're bolting.
Running.
Bolting.
And, oh, that is not great. What are we rolling?
What are we rolling?
Stealth.
Oh, yeah, no, that's not great either. We are 9.
9.
That's a lot added to it.
6.
I rolled a 2.
I also rolled a 2. Why do we keep rolling the same thing?
So you
I
guys,
don't like this.
you guys are trying to stealthily go down the stairs, and you do hear, "Hey," from like 3 floors above you, like, "Hey, halt!" And you immediately hear them rushing down after you. You hear footsteps get heavier.
I just go, and we just keep.
Just marching down.
Yeah.
All
Whenever we make it to floor 2, I guess, or we
Floor
catch
2.
up, whichever one
Floor
happens
2.
first.
All right. So you guys proceed to bolt down to floor 2 as you hear halt. The guards are like yelling halt, and like they're yelling at you. They end up getting the attention of the guards below, and they start running up.
Oh, we missed the ones below.
We're jumping out of whatever floor we're at.
Get the. It's like We're gonna get to the lowest that we can, giving us enough space. I want to get to the lowest that we can, so we get us enough space, and we just go to that one.
Go with that one.
Whenever
Enough space given what? How many floors are between the two of you?
Yes.
Okay.
Which one's closer, top or bottom?
Top would be definitely closer.
How many to bottom?
Bottom is currently, so top is about 2 floors away from you, trying to run after you. Bottom is probably, let's see, you were on 33. God, math. They're probably about maybe 8 floors below you.
So let's go 2 more floors.
2 to 4. Well, they're 2 above us. So, do I know if there's any, from when I glanced, and also the time that I spent on the dude's balcony, did I see any sort of other balconies? Did he have the sole balcony in this entire apartment complex?
You saw a select few. It looks like each floor has its own balcony, but they're all in different locations. So once you get to a floor, you're gonna have to figure out
There's no
which
fire.
apartment.
Is there a fire exit? One of those fire escapes?
You're not. There is no fire escape. At least you don't know the layout of this building to determine where one would be.
How far was the nearest rooftop?
The nearest rooftop.
Yeah.
The nearest rooftop. So the streets are probably about 20-25 feet across.
Fuck.
Like they're road standards.
Not even. What about? That's 20 to the. What about the nearest building? Just building.
Nearest building.
Like, and that's to the rooftop. I'm talking about the distance alley. I'm talking about alley.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, the alleys or everything are pretty wide.
And what floor are we on?
You are currently, as you're running down, you're currently on floor probably 25.
We could, as we're moving, I was like,
Yeah, we got short.
we got cloak, or we got dagger. That's the call. That's the call, Sable. We should try cloak in one of these apartments, and then we should try dagger if they come.
Here, I got an idea.
I don't like your ideas.
First door.
Just right now.
Yes, first door, and I'm gonna use prestidigitation to make it sound like we are still running down.
Prestidigitation makes minor.
You can create an instantaneous, harmless sensory effect such as shower sparks, a puff of wind, faint musical notes, or an odd owner. So I can like.
She could at least mask the door. Sound.
She can definitely mask the door sound. I would say, because you're trying to play off the fact that you're walking away and everything, it's just give me a performance check.
Can I help? Can I?
How would you assist?
Well, the goal is to be
I don't need to
slip away. Okay.
That's going to be a 22.
22.
22.
Okay. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. So you mask the door. You're standing there by the door for a minute to make the sound effect of your footsteps go down. You do know that, like, as soon as you step away, that sound's probably going to stop.
That's fine. I just want to mask which floor we exited.
Okay. So you are currently on floor 24.
24.
Floor 24. You currently have 6 doors in total. 3 on either side of the hallway.
Does this building have any form of fire alarm?
No.
Shit.
Those are carpets. Okay. We need to pick one. We
So
need to
3 on either side?
Mm-hmm.
we need to pick one now.
Second door on the right.
Second door on the right.
We're not even, don't even know.
What are we gonna do once we get inside?
No, but we don't have
Kick the door in. Kick the door in. I kicked the door in.
Kick the door in.
I kicked the door. All right.
Strike check.
That's a natural 20.
Hey!
Total of
Total 22.
22.
22.
22.
22.
Okay. You
Better be the
Bust-
chain.
you break that door. It's not even like, oh, the latch is broken now. It's down. It's off its hinges. And
Wait.
there is what looks like a small gnomish family who is currently gathered around
Oh,
like a little fireplace, sipping like hot chocolate, and you just bust it down open, and the father and mother just like immediately grab the kids and are just like, oh, take what you want.
We're not here to rob you!
I turn around. You talk as I put the door back up.
Don't worry, we're not here to rob you. You may want to get out of the building at the moment. There is currently a fire on a floor above you. Just evacuate. We are going around. Sorry about your door. We are going around and informing everyone to evacuate at the moment.
Deception?
Yup. It's a natural 1.
Oh no!
Yeah, no, they're not buying it.
I wouldn't buy it either.
The dad's just like,
All right, that's a lie. We're here to rob you and murder your family. Run.
they're just like, because you're standing at their exit right now.
I just opened the cracked door. I gesture with the stick.
bolting. Every one of them are bolting out that
I
door.
bolt the door. I shut it. I proceed to try to put the door back where it was. I latch it.
I'm sorry, Maxie. I panicked.
This is why I don't like your plans. Not important right now. All right, run to see if they have a balcony.
Run to see you in the balcony.
Run it.
Investigation.
I'm rolling so
13.
shit tonight.
13.
7.
All right. Hurriedly, you run everything. You find the bedroom. No balcony.
Shit.
You immediately see a window, and you see there's a balcony in the apartment right next door. It is the wrong apartment.
Damn it. Well, we don't need a balcony. We're just fucking jumping.
Okay, I have a little. I'm giving a moment to look. Upon looking out this window, can we Frogger this? Can we
Start jumping from balcony to balcony?
Drop, push to one. Assassin's Creed, just pop one. Is that possible, given the spaces between it? Just straight up, does that even seem like an option?
It looks like an option for a few floors. It doesn't look like you'll be able to totally do that for the entire descent.
Then we will open those doors and we will find another balcony.
We will figure it out.
Okay.
All right, we start jumping.
Hold on. And he goes like, no. this is my stupid idea, but at least I'm gonna back myself up as I pull out my 50 feet of hemp rope, and I'm gonna tie us together.
This is going to take so much time. We're going to have to untie. This is going to get us like 2 floors down.
It's so at least when we drop, someone can catch the other one.
Fair. Wait,
Just listen to me.
wait.
You
50
do start-
feet. How many floors is that?
Oh no, I'm trying to make sure in case one of us we miss the check, we drop or we let go or someone hits our hands or something. If you drop, you have a cord, and then it falls onto the other person to hold on.
You do start hearing the officer run.
I'm just tying it to you. Shut up.
Survival
Shut up and go.
Survival check.
Get them Boy Scout knots.
I got that
This
shit.
is already so
I got
chaotic.
that shit. 24.
24.
I rolled a 19. I have proficiency with survival.
You have proficiency with survival.
That
Damn.
raised on the streets.
So do I, but it's not that high.
You were confident with that
Well,
knot.
it's wisdom plus proficiency. I rolled a 19.
Yeah, you were very confident in that knot, and you're like, okay, we're tied together, and you just hear the door fall.
And just like, go. Boys. And he goes like, the boy, and he goes like, make fun of those. As he turned, he goes like, always making fun of me for reading those books.
Yeah. Who's going first?
I
You
got the
first.
rope. I'm jumping first.
I-
I am aiming. It's 50 feet of hemp rope. How many feet is each floor?
Each floor is approximately
25 floor. It's about average. I'm just thinking average. Like,
averagely. I'm just gonna say that each floor is 10 to make an even number.
I am aiming for the balcony 4 floors down.
4 floors down.
Yup. 3. We're gonna go 3.
3 floors down.
Oh, that's not what I thought you would do.
Okay.
I'm going for speed.
I immediately put on my black hood as I grab my stick, ready to jump, or like ready to smack or jump. I'm ready for a pull. Max was an Eagle Scout.
To give you an example, 3 floors is 30 feet. You're jumping 30 feet to the next balcony.
Wherever that may be.
Can I make like a dex save or an athletic check to not take that damage? Or am I taking that damage no matter what?
You're gonna be taking fall damage a lot. Yeah. Yeah,
I
it'll
don't
help.
have that
do-
many hit
do
points.
the
That is insta-death.
Jump to the next balcony.
Fine, I'm jumping 1 floor down.
We go 1 to 1 to 1 to 1.
Fine, I'm done for the
They
next
can't do that.
balcony.
They can't do it either.
Next balcony.
Athletics check then.
That's cocked. That's not any good. Fuck. I am athletics or acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Sorry.
Only good when we're sharing.
It
Apparently.
doesn't make a well. It does make a
Only good. I mean, our rolls are only good when we're sharing.
Apparently.
Except I'm doing okay tonight. I'm just doing okay.
That's a 6 for my cat-like abilities.
You have feline agility. You don't get plus or anything.
No, my feline agility only helps me. What is my? I can only use my feline agility for certain things.
Yeah.
What's my feline?
Hey, can you use it for this?
What's my feline agility? When you move on your turn in combat, it only matters in combat.
Got it. It's the one that helps. It's like the speed boost.
Wait a second. Fuck this shit. I have a climbing speed of 20.
On glass?
This is glass.
This is glass.
The whole building is glass.
The whole building's
like
glass?
it's like glass and like brick. It's gonna be hard to get grip on that.
I mean, claws. I don't have claws.
You don't have claws. You were declawed, remember?
We are balcony to balcony.
She has no claws.
I have no
Balcony
claws. I've been
to
deep.
balcony.
So,
Well,
make a strength check, Max, as she.
I'm ready
Jumps.
for it. I'm ready for it.
Oh yeah, jumps and falters.
That was cock. That was the same number. Like the odd cock. Is it saving throw or just check?
Check.
6. 6.
we're gonna die soon.
We're gonna die session 1.
How much length between the rope did you give you? Each other?
I was hoping I probably gave 30.
30.
I probably gave 30.
Probably
I didn't
gave
want to
about
use
30.
I didn't want to use the full 50.
Right.
I probably gave like half that. 25, 30.
Okay, so the way it was 4,
That's such a bad idea. Although if we go one floor, if they all came up, then we can run back through to hit the stairs.
I'm trying to, yeah. Like, the plan is just to juke them. We're trying to juke them in any way we can. If we can do a couple of floors, even better. Because they have to go down those floors. They're obviously probably looking out the window as soon as I jump out and be like, there they are. Like, kind of thing.
So, you jump, falter, and you immediately, like, because you try to jump at an angle.
Damn it!
You immediately start, like...
I start to go.
You immediately, like, start to fall. Your hand doesn't even touch the next balcony. And you just start swinging, and you're like, oh, it's okay. As you start to swing, you're like, Max has got me. Max has got me. You feel go taut for, like, the split second, and you're like, awesome. And then you're just like, cool. Still falling, like, almost max speed. Next balcony that you're fixing to hit is, like, 5 feet from you as, like, the extension hits. Or, like, roughly extension.
Like, where the taut, yeah.
Where it's taut. And then, you're like, oh, I'm hitting that full force. This is gonna suck. You have just a moment. Just a thing. You take 9 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, you're fine.
And
Can I... Something?
You're going after him.
I'm just going.
He pulled you down after.
And I'm just gonna take the 10 too.
You're gonna take 8, actually. I rolled separately for you.
Oh, okay.
Right on top of her.
Just... I'm so sorry. We need to keep moving.
You're on.
I know.
You're on 421.
Get up. We need to move.
Okay.
We definitely can't. We can't do dagger now. We gotta keep moving.
Okay, we're not jumping anymore. Just through. We're going through the apartment.
You shatter the window. It looks like no one's home at the moment.
Thank God, no one's home.
You found the one apartment, no one's there.
Running through, busting down the door, hitting the stairs, full send.
I jump in front. I want to open the door and see if anyone's there.
You open the door, no one's there. Go.
Book.
As you book it down the hallway, you open the door to the stairs, and you can see that there's no guards. Wherever they are, they were on the floor that you just left.
Okay. Go. Quiet, but go.
You start speeding out the door.
I will use my
down the stairs, and you can hear the guards as you hit maybe 4 more floors down. You got 16 floors to go. You hear them start out the door, and you're like, okay, cool. As long as we keep 4 floors in between them, we'll be fine. And you just continue to go down and down, and you hit the first floor. And as you hit the first floor, there's the person who's the front desk or whatever.
Yeah, the doorman.
The doorman. And then you also have this old gnomish woman who's just so confused.
That's from our family. That's from the family.
It's not from the family.
Oh, it's not. I didn't recognize her. Okay, I thought it was.
No.
Oh.
But it's a different gnomish woman. But she is old for even a gnome. As you just belt out the door, and she looks so confused and also very distraught and sad.
Sad?
Oh yeah.
It was a mister that we're looking for?
Yes, it's a mister that we're looking for.
It's not a mister.
Question. Does it look like her shoes are soaked with wine?
Yes.
Silly old woman.
Steal the old woman. We're already in deep.
I'm just gonna run up to the woman and just be like, hello, ma'am. I'm so terribly sorry. I see that you have wine on your feet. We are currently trying to investigate whatever that is, but right now there's been a huge misunderstanding, and we are in a rush. Do you mind if I pick you up and you come with us?
Yes, I mind.
Well, how about running next to us?
Can you keep up?
ain't running nowhere. Oh,
I don't care. That's like I grab her with a.
Do you know the gentleman that was in the floor that is now dead?
Is it a grapple check?
yes, grapple check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty. Just pick her up.
I like stick.
You immediately say that, and she looks very confused.
Okay, we're running.
I have her.
Like, how do you know that? How do you know that?
I have her.
And you have it, and you run.
Okay, as we're running, I'm continuing to ask her questions. Again, the gentleman that is in the apartment that is dead. I'm assuming you know because your shoes are soaked in wine. Do you know him, and is that Mr. Plumbell?
I'm looking for an alley that is a good an alley to hide us.
Because you're running, give me a perception check.
The middle of these streets.
That's a good point. Give me survival, street survival.
Street survival.
Dirty
Yeah.
20. 22 actually.
22. You immediately dart about 3 blocks down. Boom. Perfect alleyway to slip back. Not too far from where this old woman was. She answers kind of like she's like running, so she's like but she's like, yes, that is Mr. Plumba, and yes, I know him.
Okay, fantastic. Do you know what happened to him?
What is your relationship with
he's
Mr.
dead.
What is your relationship with Mr. Plumbell?
He made cupcakes for my party.
Cupcake.
Did this note look familiar as I
That's my note.
Okay, so you're
I'm Vanessa Smiles.
Vanessa. It's a Vanessa.
I'm writing that down. I'm looking. I want it for V. Title from V.
Vanessa Smiles. Okay, Vanessa, listen. You may not want to know this or hear this, but Mr. Plumbell owed some people some money. We were just here to collect that money, but now he's dead, so we need somebody to get that
and
money.
we are not responsible.
No, we did not do that.
We are not responsible for his death. We simply are here to collect and find as much information as we can about him, about the situation.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm gonna make it intimidation.
You're gonna make it intimidate.
I'm gonna. I will intimidate.
You're not intimidating her.
Okay, well I can later. Just persuasion.
Yes.
50.
15. Okay.
14.
14. Okay. She's just like kind of distraught and like taken aback by a lot of this, and she's like, you know what? I prefer, as you look and notice that like boots are soaked in wine, yes, which is not great. And you set her down, and I'm thinking she's like,
I set her down in the alley.
You get a moment to actually register, and she is not a typical resident of that apartment. She looks very, very high class. We're talking like diamond necklace, feather boa, and like a faux fur coat for an old
real
woman.
proper lady.
A real proper lady. And she's like, I'm going to take this back to my place. I'd prefer not to have this conversation in whatever this is. And I'm going to get you cleaned up. You're disgusting. I'm walking with you.
Absolutely
Can I roll
not.
an insight check on that?
Yes.
I want to see how much of this is her just leading us but to a police station.
Roll some insight.
And I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna talk to her and be like, absolutely, ma'am, I am so sorry for having to pick you up and carry you. That is not how we typically like to run things. It's just simply, there were some guards, there was some misunderstanding. Of course, they thought that we did that incident, so we were in a little bit of a rush because we didn't think they were going to necessarily listen to us. But we are absolutely happy to work with you. However, we would be happy to move this to your place, but we saw an individual up on a roof that we think was responsible for this, and I would very much like to find that individual.
Okay.
I give a general characteristic of where that is, as I say 13.
13.
It was a 13 on the inside. I give a general characteristic of where the building located is to the other side.
She looks a little too distraught and like frantic and like a little bit more panicked to be able to lie on a whim, but you can tell and like you can tell she hasn't decided yet.
She hasn't decided that yet.
She hasn't decided that yet.
I've
It's one of
already
those
put her
things where, like,
down.
She's looking for a way out, but
I just set her down and say, we are just trying to get some food. We're just doing work. And it went sideways faster than anything we've been with so far. If your plan was to take us to any sort of guard or police, you can just say so now, and I will let you go. No questions asked. We have already learned plenty about for our employer, to where we can at least get something. But if you are genuine, then yes, we will
actually make a joint persuasion check between the two of you, since you're kind of both trying to persuade her to.
That's better.
Persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
8.
15. I am much of a talker. It's just more genuine statement.
I'm just rolling like shit.
She rolled like shit. She is.
I just give the simplest gesture. I give a simple gesture to down the alleyway towards the exit, as also kind of like, look at me. There's the exit. I put my stick is ground side. My bean stick, as more of just, there is nothing holding you here, and we would not whack you
She
to leave.
doesn't say much beyond that. It does look like there's some calmness that's kind of come over her. It's a little bit more serious. And she just kind of nods and continues to go out the alleyway. The exit that you've provided, at least. It is up to you, as she basically stands at the end of the alleyway, looks both ways, and takes a left away from the apartment that she was just at.
I just lean the bean stick on my shoulder, and I say, even if she doesn't give us what she said, at least maybe we get more information for the doctor, so that way we can at least show that we were participating in the evening. We didn't just beat a man to death tonight. People think that we did.
Absolutely. And while this is all happening, I'm also keeping an eye on the rooftops to see if I see our lanky feller.
Give me a perception check.
Please stop
And you
rolling
guys are
like
following.
shit.
I'm following.
That's another fucking natural one. You're going over here. Fuck that dice.
Space. I'm giving
Give
her
me
space. Like a bird, kind of like a follow me kind of spacing.
Oh, okay.
Like enough to where I could she's not in grabbing distance. She can't be like, I could easily just be like, who? What? Those guys?
What? Those guys? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You do not notice any lanky fellow. So it does. You also don't notice any guards or anything that's like following you. So it looks like you're in the clear as far as following. And as you follow her, it does look like it looks like she's gonna take you to the guard office, and then she makes a left. And you're like, okay, she's taking you away.
And then after there's a distance away, my gate closes.
Yeah.
I shorten the gate between
I'm
us.
just walking next to her the whole time.
You're just walking next to her the whole time.
Yes. Just be like, again, my apologies for this whole situation. My name is Sable, by the way. It's a pleasure to meet you. This is my brother, Maxie.
Max.
Charmed to meet both of you. Now, sounds like you had some unfortunate timings upon your visit, as I did as well. Very interesting that, if not 3, 4 people decided to visit Mr. Plumbelt at the almost exact same time.
You said 4.
Yes.
His murderer?
If you are saying that you're not the murderer.
I was just trying to make sure that was correct in terms of head count.
Yes.
I can assure you I am not that good of a shot.
The man was a porcupine.
I don't. Gruesome details.
I could get more, but that's not. I don't want to do that.
Fair. I didn't see much of him or his body as we went, but
Was that your bottle of wine, by the way, that was dropped and shattered?
it was my bottle.
I hope you don't mind. I was just trying to determine what exactly it was, so I took a little bit of a taste of it. It seemed like a very nice vintage. It's a shame that it shattered.
It is a deep chamber that's shattered and it's very expensive.
Do you
My
know anything about the
apologies.
window?
The window?
The window was shattered.
I know nothing about the window.
So the window wasn't broken when she ran. Which
Oh, I
means-
didn't notice.
Oh, you didn't notice. That's
Simply wasn't.
I'm amazed. Whoever he was, how the hell did he jump from that height and not die?
Well, we have possibly there's many spells that people can learn to do such
That's
things.
very true.
As you guys or as you two are walking beside her and everything, you do end up coming to a gate where she immediately turns, pulls out some keys and unlocks it. And behind this like little gated area, you see what looks like, for a gnome, is a big house. Is a very nice looking house. It's big for even you. It's a mansion to a gnome. And it looks so out of place with these large 20-story, 30-story buildings, or even 50 stories behind it, just flanking it on all sides. It looks like this little slot of like little greenery, this little tiny mansion house. As she opens the gates and goes, "Well, you showed me the kindness. After you."
Oh, well. Thank you.
I walk through.
I'm going to make sure to wipe my feet before walking in.
Oh yeah, I'll set my stick down on.
She does close the gates and does proceed to lock them behind her.
I'll go in the house first before we
Yeah.
cross the yard before we start giving full take off my shoes with
Yeah.
pleasantries.
You guys end
How
up going
tall is the gate?
tall as the gate. It is probably about 4 feet above your head, so it's probably about 10-foot tall gate.
Alright. Not too hard to climb across if
No.
needed.
Immediately looking for other exits too.
Yeah. Um,
Immediately looking for other exits if I can.
you get to the front porch as she like walks up and everything,
Give
and
me
then
20 for that.
you explain. Okay.
In case I could just be jump that hedge right there, or just oh, there's some boxes. There's a fountain.
Mhm.
Boom. Or just probably the back, maybe.
But you get to the balcony, the porch.
The
As you approach the porch and go up the wooden steps, you see there's this little welcome mat. Welcome mat for even a city looks pristinely clean. As she proceeds to take her shoes off and walk over the welcome mat and open the door and unlock the door and open the door ahead of you.
I will follow suit.
I will take off my raggedy shoes
Right, the shoes.
and I will give a slight beat with the stick on them,
Mhm.
and then 2 clean freaks in the span of 1 hour.
2 clean creases for 1 hour.
Yeah, I'm going to take my hood down, just kind of fluff up my furs.
The bun stays on.
The bun stays
The
on.
man bun. I'm keeping the man. That just seems to work.
Keeping the man bun.
Oh,
Okay.
is it daytime or nighttime?
It is nighttime.
How late?
You neither of you have a watch, and you haven't seen a clock recently, so you don't know exactly what.
Broke into a few homes. Didn't see one clock.
You know-
Someone's gotta have a clock in this city.
You do know it's late.
Okay.
Yeah. The sun was just setting when you actually started your journey towards Mr. Plumbell's.
Damn it! We should have gotten some sort of proof that Mr. Plumbell was dead.
As I gesture to the lady.
I mean, for the doctor, do you really think she's going to
What
want to
are we
testify
gonna
to the
take?
doctor?
What you want to gut him? You want to take his fingers?
Hey, I
No,
was going to take his hand at least.
no. All right, it's already a mess, and that's just leaving more evidence for people to figure put it us.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We're mine's all business.
We're
You are
just trying-
showing us
Yes, we're just
luxury.
trying to figure out how to get paid to buy dinner.
I understand. I have some cooks that can cook you something up.
Oh,
But-
Unnecessary.
yes. Well, I don't know about that, but it's very, very kind.
It's very kind for someone that was just threatening you a minute ago.
I've been around the city for quite a while. As she like opens the main door, so there's like
Yeah.
this little area and everything. Set down the shoes, opens the main door. You immediately see that this woman lives in very fine luxury of a very particular sort. You'd see taxidermy on the walls everywhere.
Oh,
faux fur carpets and pelts.
a lovely room of death.
A very
I am
lovely.
very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'd be
Yeah.
about. I would probably immediately know that like Sable's not back in this room.
Yeah. You just immediately just like, oh, this woman went from very kind to, I don't like this person.
I say as she's probably walking us down halls. Um, what is your trade?
My trade.
May
I
ask?
haven't had a trade in some time. I mostly host parties now in my retirement.
I see.
And what did you used to do before you retired?
I used to be an accountant. My late husband, however, was an architect for the city.
Is that so?
Architect. Helps build some of the mithril spires that are so rare to build now.
I see. That was
That explains
quite a long time ago.
your
then.
patch of grass.
Very long time ago, I've taken another, how do you say, side occupation or hobby.
I'm assuming that has to do with the decor.
Nah, not the decor.
Do you
It does help though.
hunt?
I don't hunt.
Husband?
Me and my husband acquired these over some.
Looking for any sort of humanoid animals.
Make
on
a
the wall.
perception.
I'm also doing the same.
Rolling good tonight. Okay.
All of these dice are being thrown away.
22.
22.
Oh, perception, not
Third.
insight. You said perception or insight?
Perception.
Sorry, just 20.
That is my third natural one today.
30, 20.
You two freaked out by just the version general to notice any humanoid. And Max, you don't notice any humanoids. Or at least for now, you don't notice any humanoid tapestries.
Mrs. Smiles, you
Yes.
mentioned that you had gotten a new hobby. Do you mind clarifying?
Picking up strays.
Well, picking up strays is actually not a terrible term for it. As she proceeds to walk over and is like, and I'm aware that you two would like to be paid. And I could definitely looks you up and down. It's like I could definitely clean you up to help you get paid.
What do you mean by that?
I can provide something for you if you just provide entertainment for me.
Well, Maxie, look at you.
But point is, neither here nor there. If you don't want payment from me and you want it back from Mr.
May I
Plumhouse,
ask what particular? I need specifics if we're doing a job. If you are adding me to some sort of collection, gesturing to the wall, then I have to humbly decline. If
I
you're
think
looking,
she means she wants to make you her boy toy.
that. My new profession in entertainment at the moment, with the large sums of money that my husband left me 200 years ago, has been to have some fun.
I see.
Mr. Plumbot was one of them. As she proceeds to open a little case, and you just see that there are about, offhandedly, over 25 keys. And she just picks one up, and then keys. Picks one up, and is like, well, if either you want to take it and investigate.
I just pull the stick to put it away from Sable's grasp. Get the stick to move her hand. I understand what you're offering. I'm asking you, what do I need to provide besides looking nice?
And also, is this an offer just for him, or is this a package deal?
I'm sorry, that's
Oh, watching that if you had any
I
other.
understand exactly what you're asking for now. Okay.
It took you this long to catch up.
Sometimes people want things other than just what's in my pants. I carry 2 sticks with me, okay, Sable?
Point is,
I didn't think she was looking for you to beat somebody up.
That's what I do, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's a bit more of a muscle. I'm more of the entertainer.
And we're lacking in both.
Yes. But the key, if you so choose, you're denying me this. I don't have a use for this anymore. And I believe this is where Mr. Plumbett would keep his valuables.
I'm just gonna reach over and just collect that. I think that'll be suffice. Whatever you need from Mr. Maxie over here, I'm sure he'd be happy to oblige, right, Max?
It's not at this moment a no. How about we get to know each other? Okay.
He's just a little shy.
I can tell.
Beyond.
But trust me, he is quite the catch.
Possibly.
You
I-
see, as just.
You can come
How
back.
about a lovely dinner? How about that dinner
The dinner.
for both of us?
For both.
Let's.
I'll buy him a book to read. It'll teach him what he needs to know.
I know enough.
Interesting. But no, I can definitely provide some dinner. Dinner is the least I could provide for possibly a future client. Now, what would you like? Anything.
Yeah, we're not
We're not
particularly
particular.
picky.
Are you fish
This
people?
morning- This morning I ate possibly a leftover piece of bread that had some mold on it, and I'm pretty sure the only protein I had was the cockroach inside of it.
Very disturbing.
Anything.
Very.
If you're offering fish, though, it'd be, as long as it's, not spoiled.
How about-
Usually have.
Okay.
How
It's-
about
it's
how
not-
about you decide? What are you in the mood for? Smiles.
I will abstain from what I'm in the mood for, and I will just say surf and turf.
I think she's in the mood for you, Maxie.
Surf and turf it is.
So
And she just turns around like, I'm going to get
let's surf the turf.
my cook to cook some surf and turf for you. If you don't mind meeting me in the main dining room, which is about 3 doors that way and to the right.
Absolutely, we'd love to. Do you happen to have a restroom somewhere where I can freshen up?
It's about 2 doors on the right. It's right next to it, conveniently.
Alright.
I move to the hallway. Then move down towards the dining room.
I'm gonna just grab his script before he goes and just be like,
And I'm just like,
She's already like going.
yeah, and I just
get
like
the cook.
"Ken, this you do not get to sell my body.
listen, we need
There is no listen. You listen.
know if the doctor's gonna pay us. We need the money.
Okay.
Actually, you
I'd be
do.
happy to do it
You
myself.
do know how much the doctor's going to pay.
Yeah, but we don't know if he's gonna pay us, considering we haven't gotten the money. That's what I'm referring to.
I am not a prostitute.
Yet.
Oh.
Again, I'd be happy to do it myself. But apparently she doesn't want me, which is just rude because everybody should. However, at the very least you could do is go wash your
Because
face.
you're just so appealing. Go wash your
Of
face. I'll be
course.
follow after.
I don't need to wash my face, you do.
You just said you were freshening up. Go freshen up.
Yeah, I was asking where the bathroom was for you, darling.
We also fell 4 stories.
Oh yeah, you guys are hurting.
Yeah. So,
You go to the bathroom.
I don't need to go to the bathroom. I was
Fine.
asking for you.
I'll go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom. I'm
Try to comb your hair for once. God damn it. Put it out of that damn bun. I haven't seen you take that thing out for a week.
Go to the bathroom.
Go to the bathroom.
I go to the bathroom.
Go to the bathroom.
Go to the
Alright.
bathroom.
I'm just gonna fluff up my fur and just look around at the
I run some water in the bathroom, whatever kind of situation it may be, and I'm just giving like a get the muck, Get the grease.
Get the muck, get the grease.
Get the grease. Refasten the bun. Get the full. Pull it back a little more. I don't have anything besides what I'm wearing, so just pop the collar. I don't really have one.
Getting nice and like facially clean, like bust clean.
Best I can.
Best you can.
2 seconds. I just like that.
Okay.
All right.
We will, I guess.
We will all
pause for
take a
moment.
short laboratory break, I guess.
Short laboratory break. I don't have a pause screen yet.
That is okay. We can look at the chat and talk.
We can look at the chat. What is
Hello.
the chat saying? I need to actually figure out how to pop it open on my
That's
side.
okay. I just opened the stream, and I'm pretty sure in the thing, OBS, it has it there. Hello.
It
I
does
hope
not have it
everyone's
on
enjoying
my
the stream so far. I hope everyone's having a good time. I hope we're not too quiet. Not too loud, but too quiet. Thank you all for coming by. If you aren't followed, we would love it if you could. We are also going to post for YouTube the whole stream. Gonna tidy up the quarters and everything, and hopefully, if you didn't catch the beginning or you'd like to rewatch it, it should be up within 24 hours up on YouTube. Yeah. Tell your friends. It'd be lovely to have more people.
Okay, I'm back.
And we're back.
What was that? Whatever.
What?
What?
Anyway.
Anyway.
Oh no, that was my pencil.
Oh, you sat on one of the pencils. What was the stack of them right there?
I broke the pencil.
You broke the pencil. As you go into
Clean the stuff. Head out.
while you're getting
happens in
cleaned
between.
up, you walk into the dining room. You see a large, very lavish, what looks like almost mahogany. You're not a wood expert, but it's like if you had to bet what mahogany looks like, that's mahogany. 25-foot long table with a very integrated looking design into the top of it. And just conveniently, there's not many chairs around it. You see that Miss Smiles probably has no use for that amount of chairs. She has 2 on either side of the longer sides, and then 1 at the very, very ends of the other side. So there's just a large amount of space around each of those chairs that feels very uncomfortable and very lonely.
Oh.
It's a very uncomfortable looking layout for a table.
Is Miss Smiles in here?
Miss Smiles is not in there yet, no.
Gotcha. I'm gonna just sit down and make myself comfortable. I'm gonna take off my cloak and just kind of.
Okay. Eventually, Max comes in. You sit across, or do you try to scoot a chair up next to?
I'm probably gonna. Well, Smiles isn't here. I'm gonna probably sit across from. I'm gonna sit across from Sable, and I'm just going to give like a quick gander around. Breathe, reach into my backpack, and pull out a book or put out whatever book I grab. I have a couple books that I probably kept on me, but you know what? I'll fish for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll fish for the little dhow I carry that I recently came upon. Just trying to finish that up. Pull out a small little book similar to like this. A little dhow that is just referred to as the Tao of Constellated Soul. It's like a little monk manual. I'm just flipping through, just trying to calm myself and thinking of other things before either food or Smiles is served.
Yes. Smiles does eventually come in, and she comes in about maybe 5 minutes before the food does. She's like, they're wrapping it up in the kitchen right now. They'll be out momentarily.
Lovely.
And then, as the food is brought out, you see it is a very high-eldish man. Very, like, young-looking, but it's hard to tell age with high elven males. But he's dressed in a butler's uniform. Very clean-cut. Has a very similar hairstyle to yours, actually. A little bun pulled back up. Just solid, long, black hair. and he comes up with like little trays with like little in-room dining. I forget what they're called. The little covers, little silver covers. Sets them down in front of each one of you. As you lift them, then you got a lovely array of just what looks like you can't tell what fish it is or what type of fish, but like there's a cut of fillet with the fish and a half of a like a New York style strip beside it.
What's New York?
It's New York, yes. But there's a like one of those strips, a half Norsolante strip.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But just immediately just. I don't think you've ever had a meal quite this nice.
If it has, I don't remember when.
She's just eating very quietly.
I am resisting the urge to just start shoveling.
You immediately just grab it.
I'm just grabbing like a big chunk, put it on the plate, wipe my hand, digging in.
Yeah, I'm just like starting to just shovel. I'm sure we're starving.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yes. You guys are starving.
I am practically bones.
And everyone kind of eats in like an almost awkward silence. You can hear everything you guys are doing. Every tink of the knife
Yeah,
that
every
hits the
cleaning of our
plate.
teeth, gripping food.
I'm just kind of like, as I'm going, just like, so, Vanessa, you mind if I call you Vanessa?
I don't.
Alright, so obviously you're interested in my brother here. You don't happen to know any, like, lonely, bachelors that happen to have, the coin that you do?
Not necessarily. Everyone that I kind of host is less well off. I figured if I'm going to be a sugar mama, what they call it, I might as well try to
Wincing at the table. It's like the sudden stop of.
yeah, just I try to give back to someone that's a little less well off, and I would like to provide for you. But I will say, if the answer's no, the answer's no.
Well, we didn't quite say that.
You also don't speak.
As I just give a glare, just looking. I am thankful that you can provide my sister and I some food.
It is my pleasure to at least provide something back.
I don't want to turn the food sour, but I probably am going to have to decline your offer for the position, I would say. We would be ever so grateful if maybe we could perhaps provide another service or something just for the key for the time being, so that way we may figure out for our benefactor anything that could be beneficial for them, as well as possibly collect the loan different means through their objects.
I will keep that in mind, but I will say this meal, as much as it hurts me to say, doesn't mean much to me.
I know. I was offering other services, not the one that you were requesting.
Yes, I will definitely keep that in mind. Your sister Mir did mention that you're a bit more muscle than entertainment. And you're the entertainment.
We are, yes.
Yes, I have no problem, as my brother does.
I understand.
We are educated in other means, in a sense.
I will keep that in mind. Now, I might be prying too much to ask, but Mr. Plumbelts, you said he was involved with some people and you were here to collect debt. May I ask who the debt was being collected for?
I raise the hand and I say that is not to be disclosed by our benefactor.
I was gonna say that.
I understand.
We simply are collectors, and we don't even know what sort of business he was partaking of that he would even need to be paid off in such a way.
One of the families, I take it. Or I can assume you don't have to answer that.
Wise to, but what family? We're really low on the totem pole, and we're not gonna be climbing if we just start shouting names.
Understood.
I don't know much else we can offer you, but we thank you for the meal. By all means.
It is my pleasure. Now, I've had a long and very emotionally filled and shock filled night, as well as walking and seeing a good friend dead and being kidnapped.
Yeah.
She gives like a slight smile at that. I believe I'm going to retire. I believe you also know where the door is if you would like to leave.
Oh, quick question before we leave, and
Yes.
I'll pull out the keys. Do you know where this goes to?
That location is going to be in Mr. Plumbelt's apartment.
Where we just were.
It's
I
a
have to go back.
It's a private room. Like I said, it's probably where he's going to keep most of his private stash and collection.
Us.
Do you know what he was collecting?
Mr. Plumbelt.
Mr. Plumbelt's collection. What is?
I don't know what his collection is, but I do know that his profession is a baker. He's a very
Well, you can't just
good
go down the
baker.
back. So, something else. Because obviously he has money if he was one of working with you. So he,
had a little bit of money for me.
fair enough. All right.
I
So
suppose you could pay his debt.
that's very rude.
I was just
I
checking.
Could, but I would also be inclined to say that the debt of a dead man dies with the dead man.
I don't know if I'm going to see it that way.
Beg to differ.
I hope he does.
Well, let's find out.
I guess we can go back and
And that was
let
your.
him know. But
Just to be
then-
clear, that was your relationship.
Oh, I'm aware. I've dealt with these families time and time again. I can also pit one against the other, so have that
Well,
as a
that's-
warning whatever family you have is trying to pit someone against me.
I will
pit
make.
something
I
against
will.
I mean, I don't see why they would. If you were just kind of a
You
passerby.
seem very out of like. You just don't seem like your hands are dirty of such stuff.
Right, well,
Let's say
I guess
say
back
we
we
can keep
go.
it that way.
I guess we're gonna head on out and head back to the doctor.
I get up, give a very courteous, very thank you bow, push in the chair, and I go grab my shoes,
Yeah.
grab my stick, and I
Just-
walk out.
Well, I'll let you know if he
Oh.
changed his mind.
Side note, there should be some drinks by the front door when you leave. Please. Because I can see how you are. Please take them.
My pleasure.
Just, I can't. It's harder to read when I'm drinking, but I appreciate it.
There are like there are 2 wine glasses that are sitting by the front door by your shoes where they were.
I
They're
say
like filled.
I'm just gonna-
I turn and
Double
say,
fist.
please, if you need some other forms of work, please let us know. We still have to return the payment for the key.
I will. I will also. I do have a minor question. If I were to contact you for the return of the favor, how would I do that?
Oh, well, you know, what's the name of the? 'Cause we live above the tavern.
I don't know where Doctor had set us up.
So, Dr. Adder had set you guys up in a private room of a legal speakeasy.
We're in a room at the speakeasy.
Yes.
Okay.
What's the name of that speakeasy? I feel like this lady knows.
She would know.
What's the name of the speakeasy?
It's called the Mithril Tap.
The Mithril Tap. What is it attached to?
What is it attached to?
If it's a speakeasy, it's obviously, or it's either a separate. It's attached to something. It can't just be a hole in the ground. Literally a hole in the ground. Is it literally just like open a manhole cover, go down?
That's kind of what this one is, yes.
I was joking.
Because remember, the city, this is for the audience
Yeah.
as well, it's not just above ground. There are caves and caverns
Okay.
below.
So
Okay.
is it literally just lift this manhole cover and
What-
then go down and
What's
it's right there?
street? Do
What
we know the
street corner?
street name?
What's the
It's
street
good-
corner?
Street corner.
Tell us,
Yes.
tell us on the corner. On the corner of blank and blank.
On the corner of Valkyrie and 30th in the North Ward.
All right.
On
so
the corner of
I'll
30th
check-
and 30th. Below. As
All right. Yes. All right. I'm sure you're aware.
I think she's.
I think
she
I
can
know.
figure it out.
Absolutely.
Pay my friend Porcelain a visit.
Good. Thank you. Have a good night.
That's very much
I
better.
know I have to write a made-up street name.
You should have a full cityscape by now, Baylor.
As we leave, just like, Maxie, did you hear that? She's friends with Mrs. Porcelain. Do you think she could get me an in?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
Something to note with the double-fisted wine glasses.
She's double fisted.
Yes.
Yes, of course I'm double fisting him.
You do smell. Non-alcohol.
It's the same wine.
It's
Isn't
a
it?
nice crimson red, but it does not smell of alcohol.
Does it smell like blood?
It does not smell like blood.
That would be.
It smells sickly sweet and almost cherry-like.
I'm gonna take a sip. Am I familiar with this?
You're familiar with them being sold. You've never had one.
What is this?
That's a health potion.
That's a health potion.
Oh, and if you say that out loud,
Yes.
I'd be like, reach and grab mine,
Right. I hand it over and just
stick it in my.
Down it.
2d4s, both of you.
I didn't drink it.
You didn't drink it.
No,
No.
I drank mine.
You drank yours.
I didn't drink. I'm just put it in my bag.
It's a
You're gonna put
3.
an open-faced
What is that,
wine
plus-
glass.
It's open faced wine glass. I
It's
thought
an
it was a like a bottle of wine.
No.
No.
It's
It's
two
an open-faced wine glass.
glasses.
Then I down it.
There you go.
So it's 2d4 plus 2.
Yes.
Doesn't quite bring me to full, but
Brings you.
shit.
So, I'm an expert for this. I'm an expert
I'm
for
it.
this.
I'm at 10 out of 14.
How
I
do you
rolled a
how do you
1
have
and a
more
2.
Health than me. How do you have more health than me?
Because I have a pretty decent constitution.
I don't.
Listen, she's a drug addict. Of course, she's
She's
gonna
a
have a
drug
high constitution.
Fair enough.
Icon.
Anyway,
So.
sorry. I thought they were in bottles. I thought she literally gave us like to go. have a spot to go. Okay. Yeah, I know. I think it's like should have drank that at the table.
Wait, wasn't offered at the table.
Didn't know
Why
she
did
was
you reject her offer? Can you imagine how much money that woman has? Oh, come on. You can't give out a little bit of sugar for a few coin?
I'm not selling my body.
Why? It's a
Sable.
great body.
I don't need to hear that from my surrogate sister.
Oh, well, I'm just saying. I mean, at least you work out. What? I can't
I
compliment
don't
you.
work out.
I mean, you work out a little bit. Your muscle.
I read
You're a little
books.
bit toned.
That's lack of fat. I'm starving half the time.
Some ladies are into that. Apparently, she is.
Yeah, I could tell because I looked like her waiter.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. I don't feel like it's best. We already have something going. I'm not gonna immediately give out to like the next possible thing.
Okay, so then what happens if the doctor asks you to do the same thing?
Then I will show up and I'm sure I could figure something out, okay?
Oh, so you'd be willing to sell your body for the doctor? What if the doctor?
I'm not selling my body to the doctor. That just sounds like he's gonna conduct surgery on me.
I don't know. I think you might be his type.
I'm done with this conversation.
Fine. All right. Well, I guess we're heading back to the outer household, wherever that
We're going
is.
back to the doctor.
You guys going back to the doctor?
Wherever he told us to meet
With
up
our-
if he did.
With my tail tucked between my legs, because we got absolutely nothing.
You guys know that he has an office in his speakeasy. So,
We go back to the speakers.
Valkyrie 30th.
Yeah. Do we know the bartender there?
Yes.
You probably
well,
do.
you know you know a few of the bartenders, but you do know that there are different bartenders.
All right. Well, when we get in, do I recognize the bartender?
Yes, but as you guys approach Valkyrie and 30th,
I'm gonna write that down.
Yes.
Write that down.
as you approach, there is quite literally a little area that's an alleyway. It's clean, like it's always like swept. It's a very weirdly clean, pristine handle cover that has been painted a very bright blue.
What's the name of the speakeasy, by the way?
The Mithril Tap. The manhole cover, as you proceed to walk up, you both know the operation. It's single file. Who goes first?
I'll go first.
Oh, like just down the hole kind of thing. To the
You-
door.
You step on the manhole cover,
Mm-hmm.
and it just starts to sink, like a little lift.
Oh, we've
And-
done this before.
Yeah. you've done
Okay,
this
that's what the continuation is. Okay.
before. You slide down, and you immediately have a very narrow, very polished tile hallway in front of you. Just a black subway tile down the sides, and a door at the very end. As you step off, the what looks like there's a piston goes right back up, and you proceed to step on. Slides back down. Step off. Slides back out.
Head into the speakeasy.
Yeah. You open the speakeasy, and you immediately see that there is a site that you're both familiar with. A very long, about 20-foot wide or 20-foot long bar lined with numerous narsal lichen, which is like the glowing lichen you're familiar with around the city, sealed in these glass stools. So each one glows a different color, from cyan, magenta, and yellow. There's no white lichen here, as well as some oil lanterns that are lit above as almost like chandeliers that shine across the crystal. Very nice, lavish setup. Has been kind of like brought down here slowly through the years. You see that it is quite popular at the moment. There's probably about 20 people just around the speakeasy, casually within like the little side rooms off the bar or at the little tables and booths. There are probably, give or take, about 5 people sitting at the bar. You can see immediately offhand. You see that there is a stark white tiefling that is bartending behind there. You know him as hold
Come on, DM.
on. I'm trying to remember his
Should
name,
be
not just make up a name.
I'm teasing you. Does a very hard job DMing.
That's a lie.
No, it's not. DMing's difficult. You do
We're all,
very good.
we're all DMs here.
Yes.
His name is Billy Black.
Billy.
Billy Black.
Billy Black.
I'm gonna immediately just walk up to the bar and just be like, Billy!
Sable! How can I help?
Hi, darling.
I walk up and immediately interrupt. I was like, "We're still on job." As I was like, later.
Interesting. If you're still on the job, I'm not serving either.
I know. We're gonna go in and meet with the doctor, but listen, it's been a very long day. When I come back, could you please have a shot of your strongest spirit, please?
I can definitely put a shot of your strongest spirit out in the bar for you. But I will say, remember that he does not condone drinking on a job.
I will make sure that I'm done with the job before I come and drink it. And while I'm here, I don't remember the name of my. What's the name of my dealer? I'm assuming I have a dealer.
Your dealer is Mr. Adder.
My dealer is Mr.
Your
Adder.
dealer is Adder.
The good doctor.
Heard that.
The good doctor.
He is the
Never
good doctor.
mind then. Do you know where Dr. Adder is at the moment?
He's currently sitting in his office.
Is he with anybody?
Walking towards the office.
I haven't seen anyone go in after,
Well,
but he is not in a good mood. So note that.
well, it's probably not about to be any of a better mood. Walk over and knock.
Walk over, wait for her to be right next to me, and I
Make a perception check.
Fuck me. 11.
11. 1.
1.
1.
You're rolling so shit tonight.
I'm rolling fine. That was really shit.
I'm
You
rolling like shit.
You cursed me.
As
I had like two 20s before. Okay.
as you're sitting there, it is speakeasy and everything. There's people that are like looking your direction, as well as you know that there are, because you're just associates right now. You're not like underneath the capital. This is your trial run.
Mhm.
There are quite a few people you recognize that do jobs on a regular basis for Mr. Adder, who are looking your direction, and then a few of them whispering.
Do I see
Wall.
it? I see Adler though, right?
You don't see Mr. Adder for a minute as you. This is after you knock, and you're waiting for him to answer.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And then he proceeds to open the door. And just like,
Hi, Dr. Adder. We're back.
I can see that. Please step into my office.
Absolutely.
As you two step into the office, you see that it is a very large, a site that you two are familiar with. A very large, very deep blue office. It is not necessarily set up like an office, though. There is no desk in the middle of the room. Instead, there is a very large, plush velvet, like dark blue chair that sits in the middle of the room, with some golden legs as well as a glass table. There are two little meeting chairs that match the fabric and patterns, match the fabric and color, that sit on top of what looks like a large albino tiger rug, like that just sits there. Everything is just navy and gold trimmed. Mr. Adder proceeds to walk over to the fireplace that sits on the very opposite end of the room of the door, where there is just this large length mirror that sits at a slight angle where you can see the rest of the room and the door entered. As you look on either side, that there are two paintings of Enigma Adder facing each other, both painted on mirrors also.
You said there's also other people in here?
There's not. Does not appear to be any people.
Well, we heard people talking.
Yeah, that was out in the speakeasy.
That was out in the speakeasy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. That was out in the speakeasy.
I'm sorry. Okay. I feel like it's a speak when spoken to kind of situation.
Yeah. He proceeds to go over there. And
When we walk in, I'm also going to whisper to Master, like, just let me do the talking.
That would so well.
and hold on.
But I'm stepping in if I don't like it. You know the deal.
He proceeds to, as you like kind of whispering like everything, door shuts behind you. And you can see him adjusting one of his rings as he just turns around. He's just wearing a very nice white suit with a black vest and black shirt.
What is
underneath.
Mr. Adder? What is Mr. Adder?
Mr. Adder, as
Dr. Adder.
Dr. Adder, Dr. Enigma Adder, is rumored and what appears to be a half-drow, but he doesn't look like your typical half-drow.
Okay.
He is a pale white, like super pale skinned man with some more blue undertones than red. He's got white hair that is very short and buzzed to his head. He walks very much like a bird, and he looks a little bit more predatory in profile. The inside of his mouth, though, and the kind of pinks around his eye, where you would expect it to be pink, is actually like a deep black and almost indigo.
Okay.
So like the inside of his mouth, as well, is just like a deep indigo that contrasts very starkly against his very pale white skin.
Okay.
And his very piercing blue eyes. He just turns around and is like, don't need to explain much. I know quite a bit, but do entertain me on your failure.
Well, as apparently you know, when we arrived at Mr. Plumbelt's apartment, it seemed that somebody had gotten there before us. There was quite a scene left behind. We did get sight of the individual. It was a tall, very lanky, was human.
Couldn't tell.
Couldn't tell. Possibly human, possibly elvish. A little hard to tell, but it was a very tall, lanky fella. He was able to jump from like a 38th story building.
There's a possibility that he is an accomplice. There is nothing to say that he is actually the murderer.
As far as we can tell, he was the only one at the scene.
He seemed like he was
the only one.
Well, the only one that seemed to be doing anything devious. There was another individual that witnessed it that we were able to find afterwards and have some conversations with. And this individual did provide us with something that I think you will be very interested in. I'm going to pull out the key.
This belongs to Vanessa Smiles.
Oh,
Vanessa Smiles.
Vanessa Smiles and her keys.
And
yes. So
sugar daddy, one less sugar daddy, sugar boy.
Sugar
this
baby.
Evening. Sugar baby this evening.
But she did provide us with this, which should be able to provide us with the debt that Mr. Plumbelt provided. However, we figured it'd probably be best to go and collect that at a later date, seeing as the guards seem to have the wrong idea.
About at least us two.
We left.
We may not be the ones to do it. They caught whiff of us, but nothing more.
Yes, we were able to escape quite quickly.
The cost of some windows but yes.
Very interesting. Now, let's say I put a time and expedite this. I would also like to know who murdered Mr. Adam.
Well, of
Or
course.
Mr. Plumbelt.
You are.
Now, the more that guards tamper with the scene, the less time and less evidence that we have.
Of course, of course.
But
So-
I don't feel like they're going to check it tonight.
Don't think they're going to check it tonight. Now, they're not checking it tonight. Perhaps you can sneak in and check it while they're gone.
So go back.
We have to go back. That's what you're saying.
I would suggest you go back. Yes.
Of course, we just wanted to
Because-
make sure to inform you before.
But the question is
tampering
right
with
now.
anything more.
Right now,
It's a little hot.
he pauses for a
It's
moment.
probably very hot there. There's only really one real way up and down that building.
I don't believe it's that hot, and I believe I took a risk on you for a reason. You're creative enough to find an alternate way.
I don't like the way the use of that, but fine.
Normally I would, but a little more difficult.
Let's
You
just
don't need to climb with your claws.
we don't need to climb, period. We can just get in the front door.
But they know whatever. We'll
They
figure
know
it
what I look like.
out. We'll figure it out, of course, Mr. Ad.
That's what I'd like to hear.
Of course. We're here to help, aren't we?
You're here to do a job.
And what if we don't find any clues to the whereabouts of the said murderer? Instead, we're just digging through a stash.
I have faith that you'll find something. Maybe not the whereabouts, but at least you'll have a lead.
Well, perhaps you might be able to have.
Continue.
Perhaps you might be able to have a little bit more insight than us. Do you happen to know any individuals in maybe some competing families that happens to be a particularly skilled marksman?
He laughs. He's like, I believe there's numerous.
How about one that keeps shooting?
Keep shooting.
He was
Well-
a pincushion,
There was at least a dozen arrows.
and he didn't miss a single shot outside of his own body.
Now, it's very curious and interesting. But I will note that if Mr. Plumbut was shot that many times, either the person had just a lot of arrows, or there were numerous people. And you don't have to necessarily be the greatest marksman if you're up close.
Well, you see, some of the arrows were split quite right down the middle.
Someone was. They weren't exactly poor marksmen, even in a crowd.
And even close up, it takes quite a bit of skill to split an arrow down the middle, if you catch my drift.
Definitely, but if you're actually...
But not a single one wasn't put anywhere else, let alone fallen off his body.
Fair. But you could find the murder weapon. I mean,
Bow.
surely
It was probably a bow.
a bow
Or a crossbow.
or a crossbow. And the length of it will actually probably tell you what type.
Or grenade. Jeez.
Grenade is also possible.
I've
I've seen some devices.
Okay. But I guess the night ain't over. Alright, Sable.
Alright, yeah, back to it. I would say, Dr. Adder, considering that, I mean, we did go and find this, would we possibly be able to get at least a little bit of our payment?
I would push it.
I'm just simply asking.
A little bit of your payment. You mean the payment you already promised?
Of course.
For a job
you-
that we technically couldn't finish.
Or are you talking about getting your payment in advance? Because the job's not done.
Well, considering that it wasn't exactly our fault that Mr. Plumbelt was murdered,
The job has changed.
the job has changed. And not necessarily saying the entire payment in advance, but at least a portion,
We could strip
considering
his
that.
pockets and we could strip his house to get enough for the debt. But
And we can also use the key to find enough for the debt. Now, we can easily get the debt. Finding his murderer is a whole different job, so perhaps also a discussion of additional payment. Considering now we seem to be doing two different jobs.
I will agree to your terms of additional payment based on how much information you're able to gather.
Well, of course. That's my specialty.
Yes. Now to add a challenge to it, the guards. Don't let them see you.
easier said than done.
Every guard or eye line that you guys make, and I will know. I'm going to drop 10 gold off the payment.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Understood. Well said, Maxie. Might as well start heading out.
Yep.
Sooner we get this done,
Some
sooner we get
darker
paid.
clothes.
Yes, and I would hate for your first actual task I give you to be a failure.
Of course,
I'm
of course.
taking a high risk on taking you in. My reputation is already beneath question already and within the speakeasy for just taking you too on. If you two don't get results, I won't be very happy.
Understand.
Well, listen, darling, for you, of course, we'll get results. I'm gonna just kind of like take my tail and just kind of like run
And-
over his arm just a little bit.
Noted,
We are.
and I would like to point out that I am not your darling. You will call me Doctor or Adder.
Yes, doctor.
Thank you. We're not that friendly yet.
Yet.
So,
You start looking to it.
As he leaves, I'm gonna hang back just a little bit and just be like, Doctor, if I may, I was wondering if I could possibly make a deal in exchange for my cut of the payment, if I could just get it in that little special concoction that you have.
Understood. I will continue to supply.
I appreciate it.
Of course.
I'm gonna catch up to Max.
as
We
we're
are
heading
also
out,
super quiet, by the way.
we are.
I
I'm
think
sorry.
because we've been whispering.
We've been whispering, yeah.
I'm sorry.
This is something
We'll
we have
keep.
to...
We'll make sure that we'll whisper, speak.
We'll stage whisper.
Thank you, Mr. Biggest.
Oh my god, it's Biggest. Okay. Wait, Biggest?
This is Mr. Biggest.
I know Mr. Biggest. Okay.
Okay. We all got people we know. Thank you for tuning in, Mr. Biggest. Thank you for chatting with us.
Yeah, that's Lewis.
Was it Lewis?
That's Lewis.
Cool.
I didn't expect...
Thank you, Lewis. Thank you for letting us know, Lewis. Anyway, as we walk out, I am going to move. I'm going to pull out my hair bun, let my hair drip down. I'm going to proceed to start changing into my darker clothes, and I'm going to kind of I'm going to get as stealth mode as possible as we proceed to start leaving and be ready for...
Yeah, and I'm gonna head back over to Villy and just be like, well, Villy, unfortunately, it seems that we are still on the job. So,
Yeah.
rain check on that shot, apparently.
Unfortunate.
Just means you have to make something super special for me when we get back.
True. And it looks like the shot. Just go about it. Sits here and just takes your shot right in front of you.
And just look of pain, just... Of course.
Sable,
I'm coming.
we're burning the little daylight that will come.
Of course,
The
of course.
nightlife.
I'll see you later, Billy.
See ya.
Perhaps we can spend the night, catch up a little bit.
I'll probably be asleep by the time you're done, but I appreciate the offer.
Stand on the manhole cover.
Going up. Alright. So you proceed to make your way towards the apartments.
Back to the apartments.
Back to the apartments.
Is there any fire exit? Anything?
Make a investigation check.
I want to scour our exit this time. I want to have
Make your perimeter checks.
you
always
mean
make your
general
perimeter
check.
21.
Perception.
21. Yes.
Okay, that's just a 13.
I'll sit right at 2 hours.
13.
If we want
2
to.
hours.
Do we want to
13.
take a quick break?
That is up to you two. I can continue to go. Resume.
Let us continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Continue. Right. You rolled a 21 on your investigation on the outside of the thing.
I rolled a 21.
I rolled a
You rolled
12.
bad.
I rolled
you
like a
rolled
12, I think. I have a 10 sitting right here.
Yes.
If it's plus my perception, which is wisdom.
Yes.
That'll be
You-
13 then, if I'm keeping that 10. I can roll again if you need me to.
You basically go around the building to investigate and do a perimeter check, but you don't do it together. You split up. You immediately just notice on the side as you turn the corner, there is a fire escape. However, the bottom of the fire escape, the bottom set of ladders, looks to be about 3 stories up. So you have to figure out how to get 3 stories to the fire escape. You round the corner as you just see Sable looking up, trying to figure out how to get up there.
I might be able to
Can
kind
we
of...
just sneak in the lobby?
I was about to say, I was like, we could possibly try and sneak into the lobby. I could probably try and, like, talk my way, charm my way.
We could run a few of the things. I think probably best to just... Should we run hey I lost my keys? No, he's a doorman, he'd know you.
Yeah.
No.
Probably best like we're visiting
Just keep walking.
somebody.
Just keep walking.
Yeah, I guess we could just walk. Just keep walking, see if they'll stop us.
Yeah.
They're definitely gonna recognize us. We're gonna be stopped immediately.
Can I see like into the lobby? Like, is there like glass there? Can
Yeah,
I
there's
see
glass
that?
there.
Can I see if like there's guards or security, anything, just kind of from a
It
distance?
doesn't look like they have security or guards immediately on hand, but they do have about 3 people that are on staff behind desks, as well as one person that looks like doing the nighttime sweep and cleaning up. You do like there is no nightlife here, so like, or no like.
It's not hustle and bustling in any kind.
Well,
of
it's still steady. Like there's
Okay.
still people walking around and all
Okay.
that, as they were in daytime. It's the same amount of people.
All right.
The city never sleeps.
So why don't we? I'm honestly thinking, Sable, we just, as if we live here, go right to the elevator.
Just keep on going. Do we want to try and like be a little stealthy, or
Fish
like
in our pocket for keys or something.
we could try and do like some stealth, like some inconspicuous, like hide in plain sight kind of thing?
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Just move through.
Like not trying to sneak, but just trying to like be inconspicuous.
Yeah, just like, go into a hotel. Just keep walking.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Like there's not a key card on the door. We got in here first time.
All right. And if things go sour, I might have a backup plan. I know you hate my plans, but I might have a backup plan.
I don't like your plans when you don't tell me the plan.
Well, my plan was to charm them.
Okay. Then you charm them. Okay?
All right.
Fine. Lead the way.
We're gonna kind of
I'm
stealth our way, but
Just
not
gonna
like
walk. Just
not like inconspicuous, like trying to sneak, but just trying to like kind of blend in, act inconspicuous, that type of stealthing.
Performance.
Performance.
for both.
Yeah.
It's not terrible, but it's not good either.
Same. 14.
14. Okay.
11.
Okay. You just walk straight to the elevator.
All right.
Third floor.
Third floor.
Third floor. Third floor. All right, you guys. Bing. Opens up.
Immediately guard right there.
Oh,
I was like, oh, you going up?
You're immediately startled by a cardboard cutout that's cut out in the shape of a dog. But no, there are no cards. You walk out to the third floor, and it looks like there's this half orcish man who's just like walking out the door, jacket's off, buttoned up shirt and everything, tie still untied. It looks like he's making his way to work. Still, he's just like, I'm not gonna put my. He's just tired. He's just like waves, proceeds to like push past you and get into the elevator. Hit floor 1.
Oh, did we get to 3?
Yeah, you got to 3. That's on the 3rd floor.
Why? We got out. I hope we get
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just like, we're not riding it back down.
No. We get out. Can we kind of get a guess as to what apartment might lead to the
Can we
fire
please?
escape?
We looked at the outside and the inside.
Make a investigation check.
Yay.
Hey.
Oh, no.
Okay. 14.
14?
I dropped a 9.
You know what it is.
Okay, I figured it out.
I'd like to know too.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. You can.
I would like to see how much I know more than you.
I'm gonna head over to the door and just give a little.
Not much.
Fire escape?
Investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait,
It's 9.
is it attached to an apartment or is it just in the hallway? Okay.
Oh, to the hallway.
Yeah, it's not attached.
Oh, thank God. That'd be so rude.
Can you imagine if like there's a fire escape attached to your apartment and you have to have everyone go through your apartment to get to it?
Well, usually they're supposed to be attached to both the hallway and the apartment, so you could just get out the apartment.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yep,
I'd be
so
like,
we're gonna, I guess, open the window.
No, it's just a door.
Oh.
open the door.
Open the door.
Hopefully not triggering an alarm. And
No alarm.
Get on
start climbing.
You guys start climbing, and you easily make it to the 39th floor. Where
All right,
you
and
originally were.
And do we just have his apartment? As soon as we open the
Not
door?
his apartment when you open the door. You're in the hallway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open and look very cautiously to see if there's people posted outside.
You open and like poke your head out, make a perception check.
15.
14.
15, 14. Almost like
14.
scripted in a movie. You have Max's head that pokes out around the door, as well as Sable.
Scooby Doo.
Yeah, the Scooby-Doo, both heads poking behind the door. Doesn't look like anyone's there. It actually looks like someone's like cleaned up the wine bottle mess and closed the door.
Well,
Go.
try
Try the door knob.
the door first.
Try the door. It's unlocked.
Head inside.
I just put my hand back and again, just come on now.
What?
At least. No. Dirty 20.
What you looking for?
Percent. I just want to see anybody.
Make
Any
sure
signs
there's
of
nobody in the apartment.
any signs of other life.
Any signs of other life?
Yes.
As you open the door, doesn't look like anyone's in here. No lights are lit or anything like that. But it does look like the guard have already taken the time to draw that comical chalk outline around him.
Well, seems like they're done here for now.
Alright.
No life to be found. Thanks, McMuggin. I know who that is.
Alrighty then. Well, do you want to look for signs of or clues about who the murderer was, and I'll look for valuables, where this key goes to.
Yeah, why don't we just take a general look, see if we can find, let alone, we still got a payment to probably collect. You probably would like that.
That's where I'm looking
Yeah.
for where the key goes to.
Okay, but you might just have other things that are around. I'm also going to snoop to see if there's anything else that's strewn about that could be for the murder itself.
That's exactly what I said.
Just double downing.
Just double downing.
Just double downing.
I'm gonna immediately make my way to the bedroom because that's where I feel like he would keep his
You're going to make your way to the bedroom.
Yes. I'm also going to, while I'm looking for where this key goes to, look for any kind of like, I don't know, any kind of like dirt, like secrets. I don't know. Does he have like a little toy chest or something?
Got it. And what are you looking for, sir?
At first, I'm generally going to look just
My dad
around
watches
to
this.
see activity in terms of
My
like
dad.
people.
Activity is terms of people, and you're just looking around.
Like I have time to investigate.
You have time to investigate. Well, there's a difference between looking around and investigating, which is like picking things up and like actually digging.
I'm gonna dig a little bit and just instead of digging in just his personal thing, I'm looking at the general stuff.
Got it.
Generally.
Give me an investigation check. And as you proceed to make your way to where you assume his bedroom would be, there's a hallway that actually has a door onto it. It's like a little inset off this main room. That door is locked.
Try the key.
Does not fit in that door.
Oh, I can do it here. Hold on.
I do not have these tools. Maxie, I might need you to break down a door in a minute.
I thought we had a key.
Well, the key's not working.
Okay, all
I'll
right.
see if I can find the key, but if I can't, then I'm gonna need you to break it down.
I rolled what did I say? I rolled a 13.
You rolled a 13.
I rolled a 13.
To make sure
Taking-
we're speaking up.
Yeah, taking a look around the body and the truck park and everything, you do find a oil lantern. It's just sitting on the table, and you're saying, yeah, might as well light it, get a better view of everything. You with that you can see the murder scene a little bit more clearly. There is a large table where that's like kind of broken in half. That's like sitting on the ground, sort of thing. There is what looks to be a chair off in the corner that's kind of, you can see visible scratch marks on the floor. Like this chair never moved, and then
Suddenly
scratched the
it
floor.
violently moved.
Yeah, suddenly it violently moved. There is a fireplace that is got multiple things on it. Everything. It looks like it was actually probably lit during the time of the altercation, as there is like fresh ash still on the bottom. You do notice that there are multiple like, you can actually get a visible count now that there is 13 arrows. 13. There is 23 arrows in total embedded into this man's chest. They're all not long. They're actually all very stout, short arrows.
Bolts.
They're like bolts. A very small crossbow fire at these.
Or just
Or just shot those.
like
Yes.
full spray.
But the bolts are very small. You can also see that there is what looks to be like claw marks around his neck, as well as a ripped collar.
Okay. I investigate closer to the chair.
You investigate closer to the chair. Looking around the chair that was moved violently, you can see that there is what looks behind it, or like a little bit like in the back left corner. There is a mug that's spilled. Everything, the whatever was in the mug is kind of dried and left like a weird, gross stain already. But you can also see where that mug is that there is a set of red sunglasses that you can already tell look a little bit out of place based off of all the decor and what he's wearing. These red sunglasses.
They don't seem like he would wear them.
Yeah, and they're a little bit broken and chipped.
Pick them up.
Okay.
Examine them.
Examine them.
See if there's anything, any markings, manufacturer.
You give me an insight check, please.
Roll right off the dang table.
The inside is the floor, apparently.
Insight.
Yes.
B2B. 21.
21.
23.
23. You pick up these glasses and you actually immediately like, oh, I know these. So these glasses, first off, as you pick them up and everything, they don't, like you assume that they were broken, but they are not made to fit a human face. It's not made to fit around the ears here.
Mm-hmm.
Something a little bit more animalistic wore them. There's a band that clips in the back.
Okay.
And you also recognize that these are a very like high-end brand of red tinted sunglasses. These are almost bespoke. They are of Drider Designs. It's a very well-known. It's like Oakley, like what the term Oakley is.
You know what Oakleys are.
Yeah, these are Drider Design glasses. A very high-end fashion company.
Do they have blood on them?
They do not have blood on.
I'm gonna pocket the sunglasses. Take those with me.
Okay. Now, let's return to Sable.
Yeah.
You have a locked door.
Yeah, locked door. I can't find it, so I'm still heading. I can't open it at the moment, so I'm still heading to the bedroom.
But like that door is literally keeping you from the rest of the apartment.
Oh, okay. The body's still there?
Body's still there.
I'm
Just
going
been
to
chopped.
head over there and search the body.
You're gonna search the body.
Yup.
Make an investigation check. While
Don't fuck me. You fucked me. Investigation?
yes,
6.
6. Okay.
I mean, come on, how hard is it to find shit on a body?
You immediately like start going over to the body and you're like, okay, cool. Let's search his pockets.
Yeah.
You're like, you go to search his pockets and you're like, okay, let me like check his pockets like right here, and you just like can't get into that pocket. There's a bolt embedded into it, like almost stapling it to his abdomen. And you're like, okay, let me get this pocket, open it up and everything. It was just a hole in the pocket, so it's like it's obviously not gonna hold anything. It doesn't hold anything anymore. And then like just around his chest, you can't get his clothes off.
Can I like pat him down and feel if there's anything there, or if I need to take any bolts out?
You can pat him down and like feel around and all that kind of stuff. But it's like as you feeling him around and things, it's like it's interesting. You immediately like start to resort to, you know what, I'm just gonna start turning his pockets inside out, like his pant pockets, everything. And it's like the last pocket you check. There's a key.
Ha!
Yeah.
I found it.
You two turn around. And she is picking up the body, moving it around, adjusting it.
Try to put him back where he was.
You can take care of that, and I'm gonna go try the key in the door.
Yeah, he is out of the chalk line.
Do I notice anything else around the general scene?
The general scene.
Where it probably started over there and then ended over there. So
yeah, so you feel like, because you're like doing the Sherlock Holmes, trying to piece it back together with the scene. You're like, okay, start at the chair here.
Yeah, I gotta focus on the smaller details.
Yeah,
that's what all the detectives do in the books that I read.
Yeah,
let's try to do it.
You eventually start focusing on smaller details, looking around. And it's like, okay, she just overturned the body, and as you're like going over and overturning the body, like she did that, all that. Give me a perception, just general perception check.
5.
5.
Stop asking me to do checks.
Stop asking you to do checks.
Just take the nice ones that I have.
Take the nice ones you have. Okay. But as you're like going over and like giving a glance and everything, it's just like, you know what? He looks like a book man. You gotta like go over to his like shelf of books.
He looks like a book man. I like books.
Yeah, he's got like these like little books and everything over on the side, and like, oh, it's a lot of like baking guides. This dude was a baker, so it's like a lot of food guides and how to's. And
yes, he was.
It's like, I put together that this man is not only a baker but a really good baker. As you see that one of them actually has his name on it. It's like this is the one he wrote. Yeah,
I will take out his book.
You'll take out his book. Looks like a wider range of dessert menus that he's made. So like anything from brownies to cupcakes and all kinds of different stuff he's made.
Any good?
Yeah. Wrong pipe. That's fine. Continue.
Put it back. Skim through it. Put it back.
Skip through it. Put it back.
Not really much for one for baking.
Sable, you go and return to the door with the newfound key. It does work. It opens up. You unlock the door and open it up, and you immediately see that someone has gone through this before you. There are shelves and like little filing cabinets that have papers spilling out of them, like someone dug through them.
Yeah. I'm assuming none of these papers are necessary since they didn't take any.
Yeah, so they dug through all the papers. You have immediately like a T intersection. So you have a hallway on your right and a hallway on your left. Everything, and they both have like doors, and there's actually a door right in front of you. So you got 3 doors.
Try the door in front of me.
Try the door in front of you. You open it and like swing it open. This looks like a hallway bathroom. So, and everything in here looks like it's pristine, fine. Like, this is just what...
I'm going to check his medicine cabinet.
You're going to check his medicine cabinet.
Of course.
All right. Give me an investigation check. Or perception, by the way.
I'm going to try a completely different dice, because all of these are fucking me. Hey! Investigation, 18.
18. Okay. So as you're, like, looking through and opening his medicine cabinet, you do notice that he has... what looks like a few illegal substances. He has star jelly. He has about 3 ounces of star jelly.
I'm taking that shit.
What the hell is star jelly?
It's a drug.
I figured that much. Belore.
That's my stuff that I used to sleep, right?
That's your stuff that you used to sleep.
You are familiar with plum jelly then.
That's why I'm asking for the
Not
type
plum
of
jelly.
context.
Star jelly.
Star jelly.
It is so star jelly, for the audience also, it is a narcotic that helps people go to sleep as well as loosens them up and makes them a little bit less paranoid. It's basically marijuana.
Adderall.
No, the
No.
opposite.
I know.
It's Xanax.
It is
It's
not
Xanax.
cocaine.
It's
Xanax.
not cocaine.
Yes, it is Xanax.
Okay. Takes the edge off in a different way.
As well as some other drugs that are unlabeled. You recognize star jelly, but the other ones are unlabeled, and you don't know what they are.
I'm taking all of them.
You're taking all of them. Okay. I take all the drugs.
Mm-hmm. I'll ask the doctor what the rest of them are.
You have two. Two of them. One is what looks like red thyme leaves, and another is a crushed up blue, like deep blue powder.
Okay, and how about how much star jelly did I get?
Star jelly, you got 3 ounces. You have a lot. That thing, like you pick up that bottle and you're like, this is very expensive.
Hell yeah. Okay, I'll check that medicine cabinet. Alright, I'm gonna head to the door on the right.
Head to the door on the right. As you go to approach the door on the right, and you just try the doorknob, or do you immediately stick the key in?
I'm just trying the door.
You just try the doorknob. It's locked.
Try the key.
Try with the key. The door is you unlock it.
This is with the key that I got from Vanessa.
Yes, this is with the key you got to Vanessa. You open that door, and inside you see a whole bunch of looks like. So you see basically 2 different rooms, and right now you're like on your right. You see there's just this wide open kitchen, a whole bunch of ingredients. On the other side, though, where there's this little door and like a little outline of a door and a wall that separates the two. I'm currently like staring dead down the wall. You see that there is what looks like a little lounge area. There is a lot of very lavish materials in there. There is currently there's a chest that's sitting in the middle of the room. There's a lot of gold that sits on the table, as well as a whole bunch of numerous items and documents that are being written or were in the middle of writing. So it looks like these are possibly recipes he might have been working on, since it's in close vicinity to the kitchen. There's a few plates where he had been dining before, so this is kind of like, this is his general living space, not the office that you saw before. This is his general living space. You do see it is a strewn and a wreck. Materials have been like basically tossed everywhere. There's a shattered bookshelf and everything where books have collapsed. A chair is overturned.
Did it look like this room was broken into?
No,
Is there a window in this room?
there's not a window in this room. In fact, the windows in this room are boarded up with black. So where a window would be, you find like plywood painted black.
But there's still like gold and shit in here.
There was still gold and all kinds of stuff in there.
I'm gonna start grabbing things that look valuable. As much
You can
gold
start-
as I can. I'm gonna check in the chest. I'm gonna grab paintings. As much shit as I can grab that seems like about 3,000 gold worth of shit to bring back to the doctor.
Okay. It's return to you.
Yes. If I don't find anything really else out here, I guess I'll go over to the body and I'm gonna try to fix him.
You're gonna try to fix
I was
it.
like, it's kind of.
Give me either perception or investigation, your choice of the two.
13.
13.
Investigation.
As you're like on hands on, like moving around and adjusting and everything, you do see that also give me a general strength check. But as while we wait on that, you're moving around and adjusting him, you do notice that
Love it.
in his right hand, you do see that there is black and slightly brown fur, like underneath his fingernails, like he had gotten a hold of something. So
I kind of poke at it with the stick, and I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, something definitely attacked him that wasn't exactly hairless. Kind of say that out loud, and then
Yeah.
I fix him back.
Yeah, as you're like picking him up and moving him, you do notice that something that probably the guards didn't notice before as you're moving him around and like adjusting him, and she didn't
Yeah.
notice. There is stained in blood. It looks like he's laying on top of a journal. Yeah, you slip it out. As it's just stained in blood, it's like there's this journal. It's just got a whole bunch of notes sticking out of it,
Yeah.
all kinds of different stuff. You open it.
Sure.
Yeah, you open
Flip
it.
to the back.
You flip to the back.
Yeah.
Back is initially empty, but you go and find the
last
page.
thing.
Yeah, the last page she wrote. And you see that the last page she is written on, there is about 5 pages where sections are ripped out. Like they've been ripped and torn out, but like you can read sections or like the top or bottom or the middle of it, whatever wasn't ripped out. And the one that initially catches you is the back one. It's like, I found something and I think I'm in danger.
All right. You kind of look at other pages as I scroll through.
So as you're scrolling through and everything, give me a perception or investigation. Either one.
21.
21. You're flipping through and scrolling through and everything, and you're like, the one page strikes you because you see Adder's name on it. Apparently, Enigma Adder, he has ordered a very specific thing to be made for him. And it is something that, like, it looks like Mr. Plumbelt was actually known for making. And it's something that's called Forget Me Cupcakes.
Okay.
Said he made about 24 for Mr. Dr. Enigma Adder. Later on in it, though, as you're like flipping through and like going through a couple pages and everything, you start noticing that like these notes, while at the very end seem very frantic and like I don't like a diary, like the very beginning is very like bullet point things he's done, bullet point information he's found of just different things. And it looks like, going to the front, there's nothing about crime families. There's nothing about mafias or anything like that. It's about like random people he found. Everything is just like going through page by page. You're like, he found the mob family somehow. Like he got slowly involved into this, and this is very much more note taking to the point of. Give me an insight check.
15.
15. This feels much more documented than more just diary everyday thing.
He's documenting his findings on the goings abouts of the mob.
Yes.
Okay. But it doesn't say specifically what family? Or is it just the Adders?
The page that you found and everything said Adders, but it does look like and alludes to, because of the different crimes that he's investigating, it doesn't look like just one. Okay. He's been trying to nail down a lot. And the fact that Enigma Adder's name is actually written down, for you as a person that does the mafia and everything, that's a little bit alarming that Enigma, you have something written here where like Enigma Adder ordered something that is highly illegal.
Well, we're well aware of what he does.
It's a paper document, though.
It's like almost a receipt, practically.
It's almost a receipt with his name on it.
What?
Want to take that shit?
Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna leave it here. Need to figure out some missing pages. I just kind of shout in general. Have you found a murder weapon?
Not yet.
What else have you found?
Well, I found out where the key goes.
Okay.
Someone else was in here. It's tossed to shit.
Joy.
I haven't really had a chance to look around and see what I can find, but I'm trying to grab everything I can that's valuable.
As you're shouting, Sable, you get a very sharp pain in your shoulder.
My thigh?
Side.
Oh, my
right
thigh.
in your left side, as you take 4 damage.
You immediately dodge to look, and you just see something that like has this like reddish form go. It's gone. But you visibly have a wound there.
You okay?
No.
What?
Roll initiative.
Oh, we're rolling initiative? Oh, boy, that's...
Oh, son of a whore.
They're going first.
They're going first.
9.
PHP. That's not what I want.
It's like, are you making us roll a new character already?
Nah. Roll this. I rolled
That is a possibility.
Oh, shut the fuck.
TPK session
It's-
1
that's-
level 1.
Oh,
yelling across
the mic. I yelled too loud. I'm
Okay, then we definitely... Let me knock that down.
Problem is we have such a wide range.
I know. We need to play with levels. I'll cut it down a little bit.
I'm way too
We
far.
just
I
need-
just start flipping for flipping reasons. Okay.
Thank you, Jute 10.
Oh,
It's Jude.
hey Jude.
Yeah, Jude's been watching. He sent me a text message of him watching.
Tell me what I need to beat with my beating stick.
What you need to beat with the beaten stick? Let's find out.
I don't have key points yet.
Okay.
I'm just a beater.
I actually don't need to write this down. There's only 3 of us. What was your initiative?
6.
6.
9.
Yeah, let's go first.
I immediately assume so.
We're gonna die.
Yes.
Bottom right looks like a noob. Yeah, thanks, bro. That's one of my bros.
Yes.
I like how everyone that's watching is just people we know.
Well, yeah, that's how it's gonna be when you
Yep.
start.
Hey, at least our friends are watching.
Yeah, I'm glad everyone that's here is taking the time just to stop by. Truly, even if it's just for a
Yeah,
little bit.
seriously. Thanks, guys.
Okay.
It means a lot.
The
you.
now straight up now invisible thing that you don't know what you're fighting does something.
It's doing something.
Max.
I don't know this is here.
I just yelled out that I've been stabbed.
I guess I'd move into the room. Stick raised. I use my movement to move into the room.
You round the corner in the hallway and you feel something hit you right in the chest.
Check it. I'm gonna
Check it.
instinctively like hockey check it.
Roll to hit with disadvantage.
Okay. 10, 6, lower. Rolling the dex. That is a 12.
12. Misses. You swing
We're
wildly.
level 1.
Sable. You dodge.
Something hit me, or I bumped into it.
Yeah, you round the corner and you just see Max basically swinging his club just wildly, not hitting.
I'm just
anything.
trying to just Hail Mary.
And I immediately pull one of my daggers, and I guess I'll back up into a corner.
Mm-hmm.
I will hold my action if you know what? I'm going to pull out my dagger, and I'm gonna kind of I'm not gonna close my eyes, but I'm gonna kind of hone in to the time I was blind and try and tune into that sense to try and listen around me. And if I hear or sense anything come near me, I'm attacking.
Okay.
Or if I see something. If I get any sense that
It's either or.
if I see or I hear something,
Yeah, you seeing or you listening?
I'm listening.
You're listening. Her. Its turn. Gonna swing and try to hit the person that's blocking its path.
That's me.
That is you.
Oh.
But it will actually miss. You do feel something like try to hit, and then you just see this little red creature with like wings and just like little slinky little red creature that's about half
Like
your
an
height.
imp?
An imp.
We got an imp.
It did fail its attack. Go ahead and roll the hit.
That is much better. That is so much better. That is a 22, the 24 to hit.
Oh yeah, hit it.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay. It's not much, but it's something. Oh, man. 4, 7, 9 damage.
9 damage.
9.
You hit it, and you can hear as you like hit it, and you hit it in the upper right shoulder. Something cracked. It did not like you just it went from flying to it's on the ground. Like it's standing on the ground, but it's on the ground now.
Beautiful.
Sable, you now see it.
I see it. Fucking Eldritch Blast. Just.
I'm right
Roll it.
next to it.
I'll yell out just like, method.
XE dodge.
What?
Eldritch Blast. Okay.
Oh, God.
That's going to be an 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
All
About
right. I need a.
It's Eldritch Blast. It's targeted.
I know. I was just like, what about me?
That's 6 points of
6
damage.
points. All right, you hit it in the back, and it's just like it's on the ground, crouched, and it's like frantically looking for an out. It's gonna pop invisible, and you can hear it scratch and scurry around you, and out the door into where Mr. Plumbelt lays dead.
Attack of opportunity,
Can't see it.
but you can hear it.
Can hear it, but I believe attack of opportunity has to be something you see.
Or can,
No.
can you make
It's
an attack of
leaving-
opportunity
You
with...
can make a yes.
It's an attack with disadvantage.
It's an attack with disadvantage. So
Yes.
roll a disadvantage.
I'm using the attack action.
I'm mixing my rules up.
Come on, DM. Get with it.
We're all DMs here.
I know, that's why we correct you.
Okay. That's 16 to hit.
16. That'll hit.
Good. I'm going to hit it, whack it again as it dissipates out. That is 6 damage with the club, and then since I made an unarmed strike, I'm gonna make an unarmed strike as a bonus action because I actually didn't get to do that on my turn.
Attack of opportunity is you can't like apply a bonus action. It's
Okay.
Yeah, it's a reaction, not a bonus action.
Fine. But I did have a bonus action. I didn't get to use it. You cut me
Nice.
off. Anyway, club him.
all
Right,
right.
that's 6. That was 6 to hit. That was 6 damage.
6 to hit. 6 damage. It's still not visible,
But I hit something.
but you hit something, so you know
Hit
roughly where it is. It's your turn.
Oh, now it's my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay, now we're just gonna hit it again. I'm gonna try to hit it again. Just gonna move forward. I'm gonna try to. So, did it move? I'm gonna try to move. I'm gonna try to move and swing, with the intention of like trying to cut it off again.
Cut it off again.
Like
So you're gonna
in front
try
of it,
to get in front of it again. Block another doorway.
if I could, yes.
That would
And
be.
attack.
You can get across the room where Plumbell is and block that doorway if you need to.
Yes, I'm gonna do that block and then swing as he approaches.
Okay, roll to hit
I'm
with
gonna
disadvantage.
yeah. Well, that's what that is. And first one, disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
12 lower. Okay, can I make an unarmed strike?
You can attempt to.
Make an unarmed strike. Is it still with disadvantage?
Still with disadvantage.
That's fine. Those are both pretty good.
Find something you can't see.
I just punch into the breeze. That is a 15. That's a 15 with my lowest.
15 will hit.
So I'm making unarmed strike as a monk. I'm simply just gonna roll a d4. Simple d4. Plus, that doesn't add anything. No. No, that doesn't. Just a bonus action, I just make an unarmed strike.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I don't add anything to that. No, it's just he's gonna take
3 damage.
Okay. You
Hit something.
wait, because arm strike. So you hit something with your fist. You feel like something big. You
Yeah.
feel like broken bone.
oh,
Sable.
I hit it.
He's
Alright.
currently
Punch here.
standing in front of the open door.
He's here. I
Out
can
of
see
the
it.
apartment.
It's in front of me.
Did I like see him hit something?
He said, like, he goes to do this, and you can see him hit something.
I audibly said, I hit him.
Gotcha.
He's right here.
All right, so I'm gonna run down and
Stab the air. Stab the air.
Eldritch Blast does way more damage.
I'm
Warlock Eldritch Blast.
Roll with disadvantage. I actually try to look something up real quick.
Okay. Not bad. 16.
16. 16. Hold on. I want to double check the qualifications for Eldritch Blast.
Qualifications for Eldritch Blast?
Yes, because if it requires sight, you can't do it.
Ooh. Eldritch Blast. It's verbal and semantic.
So it does not require sight.
It does not require sight.
It's just a volley. She's just shooting a volley
Yep.
in a spot.
Make a ranged spell attack.
It's a target that she kind of knows where it is.
So yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. 1d8. I mean 9.
How do you want to do this?
As it fades from invisible to visible.
You should probably not kill it.
I don't think I can make that decision with
Can you
Eldritch
make
Blast.
concussive Elder Blast? Non-lethal
You
Eldritch
can
Blast?
try.
Can I take out its leg? Or its
Ooh.
legs?
Make
Blow off
a.
its leg.
If you're doing that, make a medicine check then for anatomy.
Which dice is going to help me?
That's the real question, isn't it?
I picked the wrong one. I rolled a 2. I'm not even going to add.
It's just gone. He's just
It's
gone.
dead.
You blew him up.
It's hard to do non-lethal on
With
something that's invisible.
Okay, what?
What happened? What happened?
Well, I was aiming to take out its legs.
So it just exploded.
So you hit it, and it
Just paste.
No.
It vanished
it
again.
hits.
It's not the same vanish. It looks like it just popped out of existence.
Oh,
So it was
So it hit the
summoned
ground.
by something.
it was summoned by something.
It's something by something.
I'm gonna.
Which means that whatever summoned it might be nearby.
Probably. We have another door.
We have another door?
We have another door.
We have another door. But come real quickly, come help me pull these boards off these windows, see if anything's outside.
Do you notice that when you hit it and it popped out of existence, it was carrying something?
What was it?
And it dropped it.
What is it?
There's this little tiny black box, like this shiny black box that it was carrying.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Here, pick it up.
I'm gonna open it.
It is non-openable. Like you don't see any latch or like thumb hold.
It's like an ash box.
It looks like it's locked somehow.
This looks like something we should bring back to the doctor. Let's pocket it.
I'm gonna try something real quick. I just want to see. I'm just testing things. Just testing things with other things. I'm gonna take the glasses out that I found, and I'm
Mhm.
just gonna give a general like Look at the box with the glasses.
The glasses on the non-broken lens.
Yeah.
So like they're like aviators.
They're not
ones.
even really made for me face, so I can't really put them
Yeah.
on. I'm purely just putting them up to my eye to see.
In the non-broken lens, you can see that there's a faint like blue shimmer around it, like super faint.
These are magic detecting glasses.
Yes, something. I found these glasses.
Ooh.
They don't fit me. They fit some sort of feline, and I also noted, or some sort of furrier individual. Same thing goes with some hair that I found on our dead friend's
Well,
hands.
I happen to be a furry individual.
But I mean, it doesn't matter, is what I'm saying. Okay, you know what? You try them on.
Putting them on.
You could put them on. They fit. They don't quite fit your face.
Okay.
But better than mine.
They fit your face better than it would him, but like the nose ridge is where the nose would be is a lot more square than what your like softer, more feline nose is. So whatever it is has a longer snout, and the head in general is bigger.
Okay.
So the strap is way loose on you.
Okay.
So
But I'm gonna put them on and look around.
you put them on, look around.
Pull up the box too. See
yeah.
if she says anything.
You can see that in the non-broken lens, in the right lens, there is a faint blue shimmer around the box. It's very disorienting to look and see in both. But looking around, there's nothing immediately magical that you can sense. You do notice as you're looking around, there is a slight blue line in front of the door to Mr. Plumbelt's
The other room.
The other door.
no, the main apartment.
The
And
main
it lines the door frame. Upon closer look, you notice that there's a silver thread lining the door.
There's an alarm spell on this. Interesting. I wonder if that was placed by Mr. Plumbell.
That was probably there. If there's an alarm spell, probably already went off.
Well, yeah, we walked through it, so
Well, I mean,
for sure.
we don't get alarmed if it's an alarm spell.
No. The
Someone
person that
does.
said it gets alarmed. So the
But-
question is then, was Mr. Plumbell the one that put it, or
It's
was the
probably-
individual that summoned the imp the person that put it there?
Possibly both. Why don't you go back in the office? I'm gonna go check this other door
Okay.
before we head out. And let's take the box. Why don't you hold on to the box?
I got the box, and I'm gonna keep this room right here. It's got a lot of valuables. So in the time before the imp came and stabbed me, which by the way, I'm fucking hurting. I also realized between the two of us, we don't have much healing going on.
No. That's why she gave us health potions.
We're gonna need to stock up on a lot of health potions. But I'm gonna try. How much gold worth of shit did I find?
How much gold worth of shit did you find? Well, in the middle of you, like, being stabbed,
Yes.
you had a lot of gold that was just gathered around.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like, as you're, like, looking around, that there was also a chest that you never looked in. You're
Chest.
gonna go look at the chest.
Yes.
The chest is full of, like, stacks of gold. There is approximately enough gold in here to pay off the debt plus some that Mr. Adler has asked of Mr. Plumbelt.
I'm gonna just grab all of it. It's not like he needs
It's-
it no more.
Heavy.
We probably should just take what we can carry. Our debt. The debt.
Max!
You could jointly carry the chest out.
It's just in like a pirate chest. It's just all there.
It's all there.
Maxie!
Yeah, I haven't even made it to the door yet.
Okay,
open
but I found the debt plus some. So I'm just saying, when we head out of here, we might want to carry this, but I'm gonna need your help.
Alright, fine, but at least let me open the door so we can see if there's anything else here.
Okay, I'm just saying, I found it.
Cautiously opening the door. If I
Cautiously
can,
open
I
the
try
door.
the door.
You open the door. Make a perception check. As well as you.
13.
13. Okay.
Natural 20.
So 20 for a total of
With perception. Oh, perception's at 23.
23. Okay. You, Max, you open the door, and it looks like you just found his bedroom chambers.
Man has to sleep somewhere.
Man has to sleep somewhere. There's not much in here compared to the other rooms. It's just a bed. It looks like this man. It's very well made. It looks like he hasn't been in here for a long time. There's dust on everything. So it looks like he's been using someone else's bed.
Got it.
Yeah. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Smiles at you.
Looking around, it looks as if it's been sifted through before. Someone's come in before, sifted through the dust.
You need
That no open containers. Remove the mug.
that was almost twice.
I forgot what I was doing. Oh, you can see that the drawers have been pulled open and things
I
have
ain't
been
gonna
looked
find
under.
anything
You're
here.
not gonna find anything in here.
All right, nothing in here. Just the man's already been shifted through his unmentionables.
Yeah.
So let's. What I walk back down the hall.
Yeah. Well, you walk by before you walk down the hall,
Alright.
and you're like yelling, "Hey, I found this!" and all that kind of stuff. And you hear, you can hear Max open the door and like kind of go through and like look around the bedroom, but you do hear, with the 23, a set of heavier footsteps. Walk in. They are trying their damnedest to be quiet. You can tell by how slow the footsteps are. But someone has entered the apartment of Mr. Plumblow behind you.
Well, I'm not aware privy to this.
No.
Yeah, no.
This, as you turn around, because you're in a different room, as you turn around, you do notice there's a shadow
Moving between.
moving.
I'm gonna scoot to the immediate wall,
Mhm.
right around the corner, and I'm a Looney Tune.
Looney Tunes.
I'm like no, like genuine. Like I'm gonna ready an attack. I'm ready.
Ready and
Yeah.
attack.
And I'm gonna come around, look down the hallway, because it sounds like that individual's going down. So I'm gonna look down the hallway, see what's.
You can see Maxkid, or not Maxkid, Maximil, raising his club, ready to hit whoever's fixing around the corner. And you just see it. Roll stealth check, actually, real quick.
Oh, sorry, that's Dex. I'm so stupid. That is 17.
17.
Oh, I'm proficient. 19.
Okay, that makes a big difference. Ready in action. And this person you do recognize is the guard that made eye contact with both of you as the elevator went down. Rounds the corner.
Which side? Which way? He can only round it one
He
way.
rounds it and immediately looks right as he sees two piercing blue eyes down the hallway.
And I'm going to immediately use my Fey presence.
He ain't held in action. It's gonna happen before.
Sneak attack. Surprise attack.
Surprise
Damn
attack.
it.
If it,
Roll it.
I wouldn't if it was literally just about anybody fucking.
I was going to try and charm him.
I
I might still be able to.
We'll find out. Surprise attack. Ooh, that is a 22
22.
to hit.
22 to hit. It definitely hits.
Oh, I hope it does. For level 1, good lord. It's one guard.
No, it doesn't hit.
No! I like him too much. My D4. That's 9.
9 damage.
9 just pure bludge concuss. Want to knock them the fuck out. I do not want him to see me.
Okay.
I want to knock him the fuck out.
You smack him in the back of the head, and it was just as like
the club lines up between or because you're hitting him at an angle,
Yeah.
hits him in the side of the head and down the shoulder, and he just slowly
Unarmed strike.
Okay, I think we're rolling initiative.
If he turns, it's an unarmed strike.
He's turning,
Okay.
but roll the hit.
God, that's 23.
23.
Yeah,
That hits.
it should. That's just a D4. That's another 3.
Another 3. So
Just-
total 12.
I just want to knock him the fuck. I do not want to kill this man.
You want to eat?
I'm clearing the temple. I want to knock him out.
You gotta write my numbers now because these are bigger numbers. You hit him square in the forehead as he goes to turn,
In that order.
and he just rotates and looks you dead in the eye. This heavily grizzled man, short black hair, beard. We're talking almost Overwatch McCree
Oh.
looking motherfucker, and he just looks you dead in the eye and goes, "I wonder who set up my alarm."
Oh,
Great.
shit.
Well, we already set it up. It was actually an imp. What?
Little up.
Roll
I
initiative.
saw the red bar. Roll initiative.
Sorry. Oh my god.
Oh.
Son, you done fucked up.
Yes.
You're
yes, we have.
going, dude, now, son.
12.
12.
14.
14. Alright. You're going first.
I'm gonna hit him again.
A astonishing initiative of 3.
Whoa.
Why? Well, I mean, I hit him.
You hit him.
He's dazed. He's gotta be dazed a little bit.
Can I use the speak action outside of my turn?
Yes.
Oh, talk is a free action. Isn't it?
Talking is a free action.
Cool. I'm gonna yell, Max, back up as much as you can.
Still gonna hit him.
Oh, yes.
I'm still gonna hit him.
Back up once you can.
Numbers 16.
Miss.
Unarmed strike.
Roll it.
It's much better. 22 to hit. I'm always hitting with the fucking low numbers.
Yeah.
Man, beefy. 2.
2 damage.
2 damage, good sir. Concussive.
Not.
Use my movement.
Use your movement.
I guess try to
Opportunity
disengage. I try.
You have to disengage as an action.
I know.
You're not a rogue.
I know.
Yeah, your AC is not significant. No, your AC is.
Is decent.
His AC is better than mine.
It's decent. What do you roll? What do you?
Well, let me get your total. That makes all the difference. I rolled a 15 on the die.
Well, if he has any pluses, he might hit me. If he doesn't, then
He has pluses.
Oh,
Unarmed attack, that's a non-natural 20 to hit.
that'll hit me.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it'll freaking hit me. You better kill him now, or that counts as seeing you.
10 gold.
I mean, we already tripped his alarm. We already set off so many things. We have literally done the exact thing that is the quote is oh, look who returned to the scene of the crime.
4 damage.
4 damage.
Woo.
4 damage.
I mean, I'm not great, but I'm doing better. I'm not half. I'm a little over half.
Alright, how big is the room that he's in?
We're in a hallway.
You're in the hallway. 5
Yes.
foot across.
Yes, but if he backs up as much as he possibly can.
Oh, he can get. Well, because you didn't close the door of the bedroom. You can get.
I was just told to back up.
Yeah. How far are you backing up? You got.
I guess I'll back up into the room.
If you back up into the room, you'll be 15. If you want to be on the bed, that'll be 20.
Not on the bed.
15. So he's 15 feet away from him.
I said as much as you possibly can.
What?
I said back up as much as you can.
20. I'm on the
20.
bed.
Okay.
Getting kinky. Let's do it.
My turn?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm casting Sleep, which is a 20-foot radius from
Yes.
a point I choose. I'm choosing him.
Okay.
Well, that's just
Okay.
against my...
Are you stepping back so you're out of that radius too?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and back up and try and get it to encompass him, and neither me or Max.
Roll those die.
Okay, so Sleep is... Lowest current hit points within the range is going to be 5d8. Oh boy. Where's my d8? Where's the d8? Where's the d8?
Do you need some D8, Jake?
No, I have a d8. I just gotta find it. There's the d8. Okay.
There's one right here. That's
4, 9,
no, you have like... No.
10, 13, 21, 23. 23 hit points.
That's sleep for you.
If he hits 0, he is asleep.
Sleep is very overpowered at low levels.
Yes.
Or groups of people, to be honest, that have also taken some damage.
Yes.
Unless he is undead, in which case he is immune.
He's not undead.
I hope not. It'd be a completely different evening.
Pass it out.
Am I in the radius?
You're not in the radius. You're just outside.
And I'm like, we need to go.
Yes. Question is, do we leave him as a witness? Or do I slit his throat right here?
No. That will draw unwanted attention even more so than what ours already happened here.
Yes, but yes.
He knows what... He knows for sure what you look like, and he knows for sure kind of what I look like. Not for sure.
The doctor said it's 10 gold off our reward for every guard that sees us.
What if we make it so where he believes he was dreaming
I don't have that ability.
somewhere else? It is kind of late. I assume he make him see like he fell asleep at his post.
I don't think that's gonna work. Maxie, I think we gotta slit his throat. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's still 10 because he saw us. Period. He's still dead or not. He saw us.
Does that count if they're dead though?
He actively saw. We're wasting time.
Oh my goodness. Fine.
Just get. What do you want from that damn room? What else do we need?
I don't know. What did I grab?
There's a fucking chest that you.
Yeah, we need to grab this chest, and then we can bring more than what Mr. Plumbell owed the doctor. But it's gonna take both of us to carry it, so we ain't gonna be able to move fast.
Well, he's probably got a post to return to.
Yeah, he'll wake up eventually. He ain't dead.
Lock the room behind you.
Yeah.
And try to put things back the way they were.
It was already trashed when I got there.
Okay. Take everything.
I'm also gonna take the recipe book.
You were not privy to that.
I thought there was a recipe book and there was like recipes and shit in the room that I was in.
There were recipes in the kitchen on the other end, and like he's been sketching and everything. You didn't take those?
Yes.
Does it count though? Is what people keep saying. No
Does it?
witnesses. Does it count though?
Finish him.
That is a question. I take it the chat.
From this moment forward, they are wanted forever from the law. We are criminals. We are by no means heroes. Welcome to the campaign of evil.
You take the notes and all that kind of stuff, and it does look like he has just recently finished baking some cupcakes.
I grabbed one.
Take
No. You're not aware of those.
I was in the kitchen.
No, I got the books.
I got the
She sees the cupcakes.
Yeah, I got all
You
those.
see the cupcakes.
She doesn't know what they are.
She doesn't know what they are. I was legitimately
guess.
about to ask, is there any cupcakes around?
Yes. I found some cupcakes in the kitchen.
I
By the way.
legitimately
I don't know-
was about to ask that.
I don't know what they
As
are.
I like
but
pick him up and I'm like, feed him one.
Feed him one.
Feed him one. Make a nice Tupperware bin. Take the rest.
We could just throw him in the chest.
They get all sloppy. It's cupcakes.
Oh.
It's a forget me cupcake.
Gotcha. You put the cupcakes in the chest. I'm gonna force feed the shit. Force feed in the guard a cupcake.
Also put the black box in.
Okay.
And then
Who's force feeding?
Me.
I'm
Roll
gonna
a d4.
and then she's on ready for. I'm gonna, and as she's kind of force feeding, I'm kind of moving the chest closer to the doors. We're ready to leave, and then as soon as she's done, I'm ready to like pick him up and like prop him somewhere.
4.
4. Okay.
4.
Okay.
It's probably how many hours he forgot. He dies from choking. He just immediately wakes up from asphyxiation. Just all right.
God.
Let's drag him and the chest onto the elevator.
Are we taking the elevator down or are we taking the fire escape down?
Better idea. I take him,
Put
I
him-
move him into the elevator,
Alright, he's
I
going
press
in the
all the buttons, and then we move it. Actually, no, I go up, I press the top one first.
Top one.
Make sure that one goes.
Okay.
And then I press the rest of them.
And then we slowly carry the chest
Yes.
all the way down the
And then
fire
I
escape.
and then we
and
take
all
the
the way
chip.
back
I
to the
want to
next
like
room.
kind of reset where everything was, like from the crime scene, but also we're taking this stuff with us.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're going to carry that chest all the way back to the mithril tap.
I'm pretty sure we can like two-hand it. Can we like one side, one side?
One side, one side. I will say also. Here's what I'm going to do. You rolled a d4 just now. You roll a d4, and I'm going to roll a d4.
I don't like this.
I don't think it's either. I'll spend a piece soon. 15 times
Do I add anything?
Nope.
2.
Wasn't a 4. Good.
Don't do that.
I was trying to see, just for the audience, and let you guys know, I was trying to see in the amount of time it took you to get the fire escape, all that. Because remember, the fire escape is a ladder from the 3rd floor, meaning you'd have to take the elevator. I was trying to see, or the stairs, I was trying to see if at the 1st floor you both would.
Just like come out the door and just like, oh, is he okay?
Yeah. You get some looks on the streets as you're carrying a chest. A hobo-looking man.
Treating like a keg.
And
We're
a
treating like a keg. We're just moving stuff.
Alright.
Moving stuff. Okay.
Cat's taking a piss.
You guys eventually make it back to the mithril tap with the giant chest. Dr. Adder opens the door and is like, I've heard about your completion of the mission.
I'm just gonna open the chest and dump it.
Remove the cupcakes.
Oh yeah, remove the cupcakes, dump the gold.
I don't want to spill these easily.
You pick up the cupcakes and you go, oh.
There's like a
that's the-
90% chance I know what these are. How many cupcakes are there?
Yeah. Or, yeah, go ahead and roll a d6.
Probably like 11.
How many, like, is it just a dozen? You could just get a dozen?
Baker's dozen, you got 12.
Okay, it goes like, I'm 13th sure.
We had to use one.
Had to use one. I heard.
We just got back.
I know things.
God damn, more
Were
traps
you the
passed.
imp?
I was not the imp.
So you're familiar with the imp.
I am familiar with the imp.
Do you know who summoned the imp? Because my God, does my side hurt. Also, do you have anything that could help with that?
I do not, and I believe Zilly will
sleep
have
it off.
something for you.
I was gonna sleep
Alright,
it
I'll
off.
run by Billy.
Alright, we
But-
have enough to pay off the debt, plus then some, and also possibly some information in regards to possibly, this is probably what people were mostly likely after, as I hand
Yes.
out the black box.
Yes.
So I point out the black box specifically from the pile.
And
I make
will-
no mention of the journal whatsoever.
You make no mention of the journal.
And it's on my person. It is
I-
it's in my messenger bag.
I hand over the recipes that I found.
You
Joke's
have the
on you.
recipes.
Your boss is the BBEG, most likely.
You hand over the recipes. You.
Well, I'm basically just kind of showing like this is what we got from the chest because we just kind of put everything in there. I basically
Everything but the
showed
coat.
off everything, including I take the spectacles from Sable,
Mhm.
and I also am like these show magical properties.
Yeah, so we have an idea that possibly. So we saw that there was a lanky, possibly human individual on the roof, but did you? I'm assuming you communicated all the stuff that you saw with like the fur
Yeah.
and the claws. So it looks like somebody similar to myself possibly also attacked Mr. What's his name?
You can do it.
Mr. Plumbelt, as he had some claw marks and some fur on him. And also, whoever it was able to summon an imp to attack us.
As well
So
as the
somebody
guards had
arcanely.
set up
adept.
some sort of alarm.
That was the guard.
I'm just saying the guards did.
Well, yeah. Well, no,
We're
the
just
guard's
talking-
not dead. The guard just forgot.
No,
that we
I'm
were
saying
there.
we're telling I'm trying to tell every bit of information. These
Yes.
spectacles clearly are made for an individual with more feline persuasion, as well with it seems like our victim here possibly got attacked by that said person and got into a bit of a scuffle and ended up with him in his current situation, given the amount of hair holding on to, possibly looking for someone with a big missing patch of hair,
Of
dark
the-
brown.
Yes.
Uh,
It was black and brown.
A tiger,
A tiger.
maybe.
But that'd be orange.
And they have a bit of both.
He might be color.
Never learned. And
That's sweet.
Cupcakes.
Oh, sweet.
forget me cupcakes, which I think would be really nice for us to have.
We used to have.
I mean, are you gonna need them?
I have some uses for them. We do also have.
Split them down the middle.
We also do have the recipe. Split them down the middle. 3 for you and 6 for me.
We don't want to make. We have the recipe now, I guess.
We'll take 3. That sounds fair.
6, half. Can we go the half? Half
We'll
the dozen.
take 3.
3.
3 and
6.
3 in total
Well,
is
are
5.
you
Doctor.
3 in total or 6 in total?
6.
Max.
I'm sorry. I need to forget a little more.
I will say
4.
for. Let me go ahead and mark this off here. I will say for not noticing an alarm spell.
We noticed that after we got the spectacles,
Doesn't
and
matter
we
if it's
also we did
After.
we did say we did notice it. We were under the presumption that it was set by the victim beforehand, given the fact that these treasures were found past that threshold.
Yeah, but we still didn't notice it before setting it off.
It's very true. Also, the person who would let known. Look. Arcane, non-arcane user here. If the alarm was still set by the user, or Mr. Plumbelt, it would have dissipated when he died. It
Perhaps.
let him know.
Well,
But
there's other people that he could be allied.
I
with.
will say that I will give you 3 cupcakes. Because you missed that, I will not give you the 6 cupcakes. This is a fine time.
All right, I'll take 2.
So, we're looking at 3,000 gold paid in full,
Plus
that,
some.
plus some.
a black
Which-
box
Would that
containing
be able
something.
to add to our reward, perhaps?
The black box.
I'm not saying I did mention the black box.
Yes, and we did hand over the black box. Now we have that. We're not exactly sure how to open it, but I'm sure you got
You
people.
handed it over.
Yes, we handed
It was
over.
amongst the big box anyway.
So we handed over
Yeah.
the gold and the black box.
Right, so.
The only thing we're keeping
Is the recipe book.
probably the recipe book. If we could keep the spectacles, that'd be neat. But
Yeah, I would
3
like-
cupcakes, and I'm pocketing the journal.
Okay.
I would
I
also.
already fucking adjourned.
I don't know if you have anybody else with a feline influence within your ranks.
If you're not, you're the first.
Well then, considering that those spectacles tend to fit those of my kind, I mean, it would definitely help in any further jobs that you send us on, so that we don't miss any more alarm spells.
I have no use for them. Also, they do look broken.
Hardly.
Well, they're
Get it
still.
repaired.
I mean, one lens is a little broken, but I mean, they still work decently. As I was able to see the alarm spell, even though it was after we tripped it. Also, just to point out, that box also has a little bit of a glow. Those spectacles, by the way, in case you hadn't picked up, help you see in some arcane. So that
Understood.
box has a little bit of an arcane glow.
So, with the accommodation, or not accommodation, the let's say the discount of the cupcakes and giving you a hand, and as well as taking some because of the alarm spell, and minus 10 gold because you do have a witness. Even though you took care of it, I did say no witnesses.
Even
And
so, for further, counts.
minus 10 gold. That'll bring your total for the two of you to split to 480 gold. I'm going to treat you well, and I'm taking risks on you. Use that gold to treat yourselves to something. Or make yourselves... Get yourself some nicer clothes. And I will also note that...
My clothes are just fine, thank you very much.
It was gesturing to me as it made blandly obvious.
Yes. I will also say that 200 of that gold, so 100 each, is going to be marked as credit. The rest you're going to get in coin to spend now.
And how do we access our credit?
You come and talk to me or Billy.
And
We'll
what
give
can
it to you.
And what can we purchase with said credit?
Said credit?
Or is it like a? Are we treating it like a bank, or
We're treating it. I'm going to treat it like a bank.
I see.
Exactly how much? Well, I would know this. How much would 50 gold of that get me in my wanted substance?
You already have some too.
I have some, but how much would 50 gold of that get me?
50 gold would get you. Well, it get you 50 milliliters, so it's an ounce and a half, approximately.
Okay, so I got 4.5 ounces.
4.5 ounces of it.
And a dose is an ounce. A milliliter.
You have a lot.
Okay,
You
so
already have a lot.
that'll last me a bit. How much did I start with, by the way? Because I started with some.
You started with a half ounce, so 15 milliliters.
Okay.
Basically a
You're-
single dosage.
This was your job to get some more, and keep within the supply.
Okay, so I have.
And I believe.
Well then, are we? So we got basically just 100 went away.
So
We got
have,
480 total to split between us.
which is 240.
It's
Which
just
means
240,
You
and
now
then-
have 140 coin to spend.
100 physical coin, 140 coin physical, and then 100 in credit.
Yes.
That's
And
what.
that credit can just be pulled out or put back in.
Yes.
Essentially, he's saying he's going to keep like gold, so you don't have it on you as all times.
I understand.
Gotcha. Well, we really appreciate it, Mr. Adder. Doctor. Adder, of
Thank you.
course. You know how I'll go ahead and spend that 50 gold. And the rest I'll just put towards my tab with Vinny.
All right, I understand. Be
I'm
put toward the
going
tab.
I'm going to sleep.
You're going to sleep.
Would we be considered off the job now?
You are off the job. Go take your drink.
I'll go ahead and go over to Billy. Just Billy!
Off the job?
I'm off the job. We did great. Miss Dr. Adder is very happy with us.
Yeah.
And I have a lovely little tab that I would love to get started.
Well, with that tab, I'll get you started.
He basically shoots that high proof shot, and he's like, "And I'm very surprised that you'll see me because I am serving you my last drink for tonight. The next
Oh.
bartender is going to be coming in probably about 15 minutes.
Billy, you're already leaving me? I thought you were going to end the night with me.
Unfortunately, I don't think I can do that. I do have some stuff I need to do, as well as sleep included."
You mean you don't want to head back to my room with me?
Our room, as I keep walking past.
Oh, please, like you're not used to it. Just put your earplugs in.
What earplugs? It's
I don't know,
just
go
earplugs.
find some.
It's been a long night. I don't think I have the energy, but we'll put that on our tab. And he just walks away.
Ugh.
And that is, I think, where we're going to end this
Oh.
session.
You gonna end the session already?
Okay.
I think I'm going to stick to like a 3 hour and 30 minute.
That's fine.
Alright.
Give us comfortable room. I mean, if, like I said, that gives you room to, if we need to push, finish a combat,
Mhm.
whatever. Sometimes it's just not going to be like that. It's just
Yep.
the way it is.
Alright, well, that's a pretty good stopping point.
Yeah. Before we,
Oh, my camera's reversed.
yeah,
Yes.
we
We're gonna adjust the cameras for next.
I didn't know my
session.
camera was reversed.
Yeah, we're-
Yeah,
people
we're
understand.
we're all kinds of reversed. We'll fix it for next session. I know exactly where our cameras
Yeah.
need to go to fix it.
We will.
I got it.
We
I
will
got it.
fix it next time. Apologies, gang. We appreciate everyone coming out. I really wanted to quickly ask one more D&D thing before we say our goodbyes. How are we doing XP for this campaign?
Oh yes.
XP.
Are
That
we
is-
doing milestone? Or are we actually crunching the numbers?
I would say let's do. I'm gonna do a combination of the both. I will say you have definitely earned level 2.
I hope
We
so.
can go to level 2.
I would like you both right now, because we're on stream, just roll hit points.
Roll hit
Because
points.
it's always fun to see where everyone's hit points.
Yeah, of course.
We had a 10 and a 14, which is abysmal for hit points. So let's see how much that
really is. Okay, wait. What's my
It's-
hit points as a warlock?
D8.
It's a D8.
I believe so. I can double check that too.
Yeah, double check that for me.
We're D5 plus your con. That's guaranteed 7.
Guaranteed 7.
Guaranteed 7, or I roll for it.
Damn.
I'm just at the moment. I'm probably just gonna take this.
He's gonna take 7.
I
I will say you are heroes, so if you don't like your roll, I will re-roll it, but you have to keep it. So if I roll a 1, you keep it.
I know. That's I'm gonna chicken out a little bit. I am gonna just keep the 7.
Gonna take
Okay.
the 7.
I'm gonna take the 7. It's 1 lower than the max that I can get.
Warlock.
Well, okay, I could roll an 8 plus the con.
Yeah.
So
Your hit points as a warlock. Holy shit, where is it?
I'll roll
Yeah.
for it.
A D8. Okay.
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 Knock it out.
I also get a +8
You
7.
get a +8?
to my hit points. Like
Roll
I'm
it.
saying, I get 8 extra hit points. I rolled a 6 + 2.
7 plus.
Oh, okay.
I rolled. I caved. I rolled a 9. Excuse me. I rolled a 6 plus the 2.
Plus the 2.
7. Excuse me. Plus the 2. 9. Brain.
9.
I'm at 9. I'm adding 9.
19?
I am at 19.
22. Double. Pretty much double hit points.
Yeah.
So, I could throw scarier things at you.
I have
Well, I
plenty
mean,
of
that
hit
comes
points
with being a
now.
level 2.
But thank you for
Yes.
watching and continuing to the end. I'm going to cut it here. Everyone has got their hit points.
We
They're going to level.
appreciate. Oh, go ahead. No.
They're going to level up in between streams. We're going to be coming back Tuesday, 7 p.m. on the
I
dot.
get Eldritch
Eastern Standard Time.
Invocations. Fuck yes.